up, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday Chat and Jam. We are here with a couple things today. Got some EVH stuff to talk about. Got kind of a new look with the stream. New look with the beard gone. Have to look like my avatar now. So, first things first, let's do a little jam. So welcome everybody. Let's see, we got a few people in the chat. Let's get to the chat here. Let's see, we had Stephen Franklin, we've got Mike Olson, we've got Patty Dill, we've got Six Fingered Assault, got Tim Thomas, we have let's see, Patty Dill, R2R3 in the chat. Let's see who else we got here. Graphite and Cigars, welcome in, dude. MPN 5150, checking 1212. Mark's Gas Station, welcome in. Rob Blackmore Official, welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. Symmetry's in the chat. Trev, what's going on? We've got, let's see, Bocephus Mode 5150. Let's see, we got Guitar Man 45, welcome in, dude. Who else we got? Johnny Bean, welcome Johnny Bean. And it looks like that's all we have right now. So we'll get started. We've got a couple guests coming in. We're going to talk about some EVH stuff. Got a new guitar day to kind of reveal. So we'll get started with a couple things here. And oh, wait a minute. We got somebody at the door. Who do we got? We have Mr. Robbie Stingle. Welcome in, Robbie.
Howdy.
What's going on in your world today?
Well, right now I'm hand sanding a piece to fill that hole in that body.
Sanding? That looks like you're chopping the end off.
Yeah, well, hand sawing.
Oh.
I've been sanding at this. This is I got the clear coat off it, and I'm working on getting the first layer of paint off. And I'll be hand sanding at this while we're on the show here.
Very nice.
I'm using 80 grit stick and sand, and I've got a piece of 36 grit. We'll really get down and dirty.
Ready to go. Cool.
I'm also going to fill in the holes from this jack plate. I'll be carving down this piece of dowel and gluing it in because, as you can see, this jack plate, somebody put another jack plate on there and made like different screws and all that.
Yep, got to tidy
that. I'll fill it all that and that hole to drill for the barrel jack.
Cool. Oh, we got somebody else wanting to come in. Who we got? We have Mr. Trev Symmetry. Welcome in, Trev.
Thank you, everybody. Yes. Happy Sunday fun day.
What's going on in your neck of the woods today?
Day of leisure and YouTube and guitar.
Just kind of the standard Sunday. Just chilling, watching YouTube.
Church type stuff.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm just watching Robbie. He's hard at work over there.
Yeah.
So we got we got somebody else wanting to come in. We have Mr. R2R3 locking up. Welcome in, dude. He's making his own chugging emoji there. Can't hear you. Are you muted? Let me unmute you there.
There we go.
There he is.
Happy President's Day weekend.
Yes, President's Day weekend. Go to your local guitar center and find something with the President's Day sale.
Spend some presents.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
So what you got going on?
Just chilling, man. Just
Yep.
chilling and watching Robbie sand some wood. Oh,
Yep.
wait a minute. Um,
I guess that's better than polishing wood.
whoa.
Back to
Ooh.
wood.
Careful with your phrasing.
Nice Van Halen shirt there. Today is a EVH day. We're going to be talking about some EVH guitars in a little bit. We talked a little bit on Trans Trim Thursday. We talked a little bit about some of the new colors, but Johnny talked about it a little bit on Saturday night. So we're going to, well, actually, it wasn't Saturday night. It was before Saturday night. But
Yeah.
we'll pull those pictures up again in case
Saturday
anybody
afternoon.
hadn't seen them and see what everybody thinks. We got, several things to do today. So let's get started. Whoa, we got
Oh,
somebody else
hey.
at the door. Somebody else is coming in. We have
Uh-oh.
Mr. MPN 5150. Welcome into the show, dude.
Hey everybody, what's up?
What you got going on today, man?
Today I was visiting my mother and helping her with getting her some groceries and things like that, and now I'm home, and I think I'm gonna put on the NASCAR race, whatever's left of it, and I'll change some guitar strings today. It's a good
Yep.
day to do that. I had it at practice last night, and then they felt sticky, so I think it's finally time to change them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could always boil them, like say
Yeah,
we used to
yeah.
do. See how that works out for you.
I can get them changed quicker than they'll boil.
Right?
My
Yeah.
bass player used to do that.
Yeah, I think bass strings are probably a little bit different story. They're so expensive.
They're expensive, big time. Yeah.
So probably boiling them up and getting the grease and grit out of the little grooves probably is quite helpful. So what should we do first, guys? Should we do the new guitar day reveal, or should we talk about the EVH guitars that are being updated, new colors and whatnot?
Oh, let's see
Your
some
party, man.
guitars.
Give us choice.
Let's see some guitars.
Some guitars, meaning the EVH guitars. How about in the chat? What do you guys
Put up
want
a
to see?
poll.
New guitar day?
Because I know Stephen Franklin just pre-ordered the
Purple.
purple Wolfgang Special with the gold hardware.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll talk about that. So let's see. We have a few new things that. Now, one thing that I saw in Johnny's stream the other day is lefties. We're talking about, hey, we need a lefty, we need a lefty, we need a lefty. So let's see.
I believe that
What
was
we
for
got.
graphite and cigars.
Yeah. So Graphite and Cigars, I'm pretty sure you're a lefty. So they've got the Wolfgang Special Stealth lefty. I don't know if that's new or if they've always had that. I know that they did a USA lefty. They were probably few and far between, hard to find, but they now have the Wolfgang Special Stealth lefty. How many lefties do we have in the chat? Yeah, we got one lefty there. I know Janice said that she's lefty, but she plays righty. So, yeah, so Trev, you're lefty. You ever tried to play lefty, or you just always learn? Gotcha. Baron Guitars says he's got to get out of here. See you, Baron. Didn't see you come in. So welcome and see you later. Yeah, hi and bye. We'll see you, dude. Patty says that her brother Ronald is lefty. Let's see. James G says he ordered a purple burst to Stephen Franklin if he's here. All right, so we've got the lefty, and everybody's talking about the Wolfgang Special Quilt Maple Purple Burst. That thing just looks sweet. What do you think of the gold hardware on this one? I just think it just sets it off. Yeah. All up. Yep. Yeah, I think that one is just perfect. The double black pickups, the gold selector switch, the Floyd, the hard locking nut, the hardware, tuning pegs, all that. That just looks phenomenal. What do you guys in the chat think about that one? Stephen Franklin says, I pre-ordered that guitar. Very nice. We'll have to have you jump in one day when you get it, show it off, rip out a couple of riffs for us. Yeah, man, that thing looks great. If they were to do a USA version of that purple, oh man, I'd be all over that thing. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if they would ever offer any more colors on the US version. I guess we'll find out, you know, when NAMM rolls around and they maybe hopefully release some new stuff. Sean Hockey says, beautiful guitar. It is. It's sweet. Graphite and Cigar says, I have gold hardware on my Koa Carbon. It's sexy. William Silva, welcome in. What's up, peeps? Be working and listening. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, dude. Let's see. Octopus Ears. He snuck in. How's it going, Octopus Ears? Good to see you. Yeah, man. So we have the purple, special quilt maple purple burst. And then we also have the Wolfgang Special Sonic Boom. What kind of name is Sonic Boom for a color? Okay. No telling. Let me try something. I've got some new streaming software that I'm working with, and I'm trying to figure out all the ins and outs. Let me see what happens. Okay, there we go. Sonic Boom. I don't know that I'm a fan of that color. Everybody in the chat, they may like it. Let's see. Right? Patty Dill says thumbs up for the purple and gold. Let's see. Yep. Rob Blackmore, are you talking about the purple or are you talking about the Sonic Boom? Sean Hockey says nothing to do with the color. I'm not sure which guitars you guys are talking about. Graphite and Cigar says he's colorblind. Is that like a seafoam? Yeah, I guess so. It's very similar to that other color that they had. The Sonic. Rob Blackmore. You've got the other color, the seafoam, don't you, Rob Blackmore? Pickups look the same as the one in the Chlorine Burst Wolfgang. Yep. All right, so we've also got the Wolfgang Standard Battleship Gray. What do you guys think of that one? R2, R3, you've got one similar color?
Yeah, I just want to pull out that Fender with the Sonic Blue. But when you have that mint green pickguard with the white, it just fits right.
Yeah. Yeah, you shared that one the other day. That one just looks sweet. Very, very cool. Uh-oh, we got somebody else.
Oh,
we got
who's at the door?
We have got Six Fingered Assault. Miles, welcome in, dude. I think right now we have Six Fingered Assault's six fingers. There he is. How's it going, dude? Can you hear us?
You guys hear me? I can't hear a thing.
Yeah, we hear you.
We can hear you, man.
Somebody type in the chat that we can hear him. We may have to get that figured out.
Don't know what's going on there.
Let's go back here real quick. Let's see. Six Fingered, can you hear us? Boy, this is riveting content here, isn't it? All right, we'll get it figured out in a minute. All right, so back to the Wolfgang Standard Battleship Gray. What do you think of this color? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that one either. Once everybody needs an ebony board, yeah, that might help set it off a little bit. I believe so. Yeah. Yep. And then they have the Wolfgang Standard Quilt Maple 3-tone Sunburst. This one looks sweet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The one that he always had the Sparkle 5150 logo on it. Played quite a bit. I think that's going to be a real hot seller. That particular one there. Super, super nice. All right. I think everybody has probably seen all these. But we also have the new 5150 Iconic 15 watt 1x10 and the 60 watt 2x12. Wonder how heavy that sucker's going to be. What is the one they have now? That's a 40 watt 2x12, right? Just one. Or no, 1x12. Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how much that one is and how much it weighs and all that kind of good stuff. So very cool. New stuff from EVH. Hey, we lost Trev. Trev disappeared. Let's check in with Robbie. What's going on with that guitar, man?
I'm carving this down to fill in two of the neck pocket holes. I've cut this to basic size, and then I'm going to carve this into the round shape to fill the jack hole.
Mm-hmm.
Glue it in. Probably take me a couple of days to make this chunk of wood into a perfectly fitting round piece.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the two big hole that I'm filling.
Now, what are you going to use to whittle that down with? Your pocket knife?
Yeah, I've got an X-Acto knife. I might saw, the angles off first. Like I'll make cuts by hand down each side, and then if it's close enough, I could go to sanding. Then sand it for like hours until I get it exactly the right shape to put in.
Cool. Oh, we'll let you get back to work. Six Finger, do you have us now? Can you hear us? I guess he's not here. He looks frozen. So we'll check in with him in a bit. R2R3 has vanished. MPN, what about you? You've been working on trying to get your guitar sound to come through.
Yeah. And thank you very much for this new server. It works for some reason on this one.
Yeah. Well, let's give it a good test. You got everything hooked up and ready to go?
Yeah. I have
Cool,
Frankie
man.
here.
Cool.
Wow, there's a lot of echo there for some reason.
Yeah, it starts getting just a touch squished, but we can make out what you're playing.
Yeah.
So you may still have a little something going on with your input or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, we could certainly make it out a little bit better than we have been before. So.
All right. How is it volume wise?
It was a little low, but
a little low.
Like I said, it kind of compressed
a
little bit.
Yeah, it was good, and then it just kind of compressed down.
Yeah, but we could still hear what you were playing, so it didn't cut it out completely. So.
Okay.
Well, it stayed good longer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. We'll keep working on it.
Let's see if Six Finger can hear us now. Can you hear us, Six Finger?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go.
All right.
Now we got him.
All right.
Yeah. Technical difficulties. Like I said, I got this new streaming software that I've been using. What do you guys think in the chat? How does it look? How's it coming through?
It's a
It's
bit weird on my phone, eh?
a
It's looking
little
pretty good
weird,
on
yeah.
the YouTube page I have open. But
Yeah,
it's weird because it's different. We're in different spots on the YouTube screen than we are on our preview
right.
Yeah,
software.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
looking
yeah,
at, jumping back and forth.
yeah. Well, where are you, R2, R3, on your screen?
I am under you.
Okay,
I'm right below you.
okay. Where are you at, Trev, on your screen?
In the YouTube, I'm the third on the top.
No, I
And
mean on your phone
I'm not on the phone.
or on your laptop. Sorry,
On the software, I am number 3 on the bottom row.
number 3 on the bottom row, like that. Because I can sort you guys wherever I want you.
Doesn't.
That's one of the features of the software.
Now, do you guys see what I see? Like, you can see yourself that you're on stage, and then below it says live preview. Yeah, see, I can see you just switched me and Robbie over now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't see anything, so I'm blind here, and I'm just hoping you can see me. Hello. Hello.
We can see
Probably
you,
the
brother. We can see
probably
you.
the easiest thing would be just to have a YouTube stream going with the volume muted, so you can kind of see,
That's that
what the
monitor.
stream looks like. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And we've got the other YouTube show.
That's what
we're
I do.
watching
I'm in the
over
top
here,
corner
and
now.
then I've got us in here.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So one monitor open.
Yeah, I keep a YouTube running over here so I can kind of look and make sure that nothing is messing up and that kind of thing. Graphite and Cigars has a question. Let me get to that. He says, "OU812, why is R2 in a skirt?" I don't know, man. I have to ask R2.
It's Sunday.
That's your Sunday special attire? You got something you want to share with us?
I'm not wearing any pants, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm in my pajamas from the waist down, so I'm not standing up.
So, are your nuts locked, R2?
Always, man.
He says, "Oh, it might be a
Always black
kilt."
tight.
So Six Fingered, I have got
Yep.
some friends that watch my stream from time to time, and they are in pretty close to Trev up on Vancouver Island. So a quick
Yep.
hello to Peter and Melissa. So they said that you got snubbed a little bit the other day when we were jamming, and I told them, I said, no, his phone died, and they were like, they wanted to hear more of Six Fingered.
Oh,
So
fair enough.
are you all squared away where you can jam out a little bit, or
Plugged in.
Oh, I could, yeah, go set up, I suppose, yeah.
it's up to you, man. They were like, we wanted to hear Six Fingered, we wanted to hear him.
Right
So
Fair enough.
whenever you're ready to jam out, you just let me know and we'll put you on. So
Right, cool. Well, I might jump out then and go set everything up.
get set up a little bit. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah.
We can wait for a Transtrim Thursday night or whatever, but I've got your email now, so I can send you a link to join in. And
Yeah, sweet.
yeah. And anybody that's in the chat, you guys want to join in any of the shows, just email me at the email that's in the description there, and we'll get you in, show off your gear, jam out a little bit, show us your chops, and yeah, it's all
Sweet.
good.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
So R2, R3, I took your leadership basically as far as the YouTube stuff that you've been doing and doing the shorts.
Yeah.
I went to, and we'll get to this in a minute, but I went out yesterday, and it's funny how all this kind of ties into doing these shows now. I went out yesterday because we had Dan Gorman had won the prize on Transtream Thursday.
Yeah.
So I went out yesterday to get that mailed to him, and I had just went to Guitar Center like a day or two before there. And while I was out, I was like, let me run by Guitar Center. So I ran by Guitar Center, and they had a guitar there. It was used, but I had played a bunch of new ones, and I never really gelled with one. And so I got the new one, or the used one, down and played it. And I was like, Yeah, my last fiasco with that Les Paul that I looked at that I didn't buy and wish that I had, I was reminded of that. So I went ahead and bought it, brought it home, and I was like, well, let me just record a quick short with it. And I did the black and blue short and put that up and just left it, forgot about it. Later on in the day, I looked, it had over 1,000 views. And I'm like,
Yeah.
holy crap.
That's what yeah.
Yeah. So the shorts, everybody's short attention span talking to you in the chat. They like the shorts, so I'm gonna start putting up some more of that stuff.
That's how you do it, man. I
yeah.
just put two or three of them this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I put one out this morning, and within 30 minutes, boom. I guess it
for
depends
sure.
on if you put Van Halen up like that, you're going to get a lot of hits.
Yeah.
I put up a Led Zeppelin one. Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. I saw that when I made a comment on your video. I think it said 1.1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was up to 1,400 views when I looked this morning. It slowed down a little bit, but I mean, that's the best one so far, and it was pretty quick too. Stephen Franklin is asking, how many cameras do you guys usually run during a stream? I have personally, I've got two. I've got my main one, which is a Sony, like a video, picture camera. So it's running at 4K, and it's downgraded to 1080p. And then I have another camera here that I can turn on, and it's like I just gave away the reveal, didn't I? So it's like a hand camera, when I play guitar, if anybody wants to watch that. And it's just a little Logitech, but it's 4K camera as well. So I run two, and then if I need something else, I can just log in with my phone, into the stream and put that up as well. I know Robbie just uses his phone, so he just has one. And how about you, R2? Do you do a stream anymore, or just join in on others?
I used to do a live stream on Friday nights,
Mm-hmm.
but just one camera. I know my co-hosts had a couple of camera, especially my co-host Joe Wentz. He would have 3 or 4 of them, because what he would do is he would stand up, go in the back of the room. You could still see his camera, and he would change views. And he would play live, some songs, standing up. Yeah, but one is fine. One is fine as long as you have one good camera that can do, 720 or 1080.
Yeah, for sure. I know Steve from Boston, when he makes videos, he seems like he has 4 or 5 cameras around. He'll change over and get a different shot of a guitar that he's unboxing or whatever. So I guess it just depends on what you're doing. Just simple streaming like this, one really would be fine. So.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you're showing off guitars, if you're putting the guitar like you do, and you have it on your lap, you have another camera angle to kind of look down, and you can see a different view of it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I'm just checking the chat here. Like I said, this is all different for me. The chat used to be over on this side, now it's on this side, so bear with me on getting used to this. Rob Backmore says, shorts draw people in. Patty Dill says it was great. Thank you, Patty. Patty, you are awesome. I think that you're in every guitar stream that I watch. You participate. You send out these cool gifts, which, grammar time.
Awesome.
This is the one that awesome. I won on Johnny's, and then she was kind enough to make me 2 more. We've got an OU812.
Very cool.
And I also have this one that she spelled out like my name. If it'll focus there. There we go. OU812. Patty, nice. You rock.
You rock, Patty.
Let's see. Graphite and Cigar says, Robbie can do a short eating cream of wheat and it gets 35,000 views. Yeah, probably.
I've had really good success with shorts.
Yeah.
I'm
Robbie, I
probably
will tell you this, man. Every time I turn on my shorts on my phone, you are the first video. Any one of your videos, it's random. It's not the same one, but for some reason, you're like first on the list. If I hit the shorts button on my phone, there's Robbie.
There
I'm
he
like,
is.
that is wild. That is wild.
We got a
I
question
think it.
for. Go ahead, Robbie.
I think it has to do with how much content you put out. If you're
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
putting out, content like I'm doing, like at least 2 videos a week, and probably 4 or 5 shorts. You know, so you just keep on hammering on it. And I mean, if you put it out at like bad times, I've had success with shorts I put out at like 6 at night. The formula was always, about 10 o'clock in the morning Thursday. But then after I started getting a lot of views, I just kind of said, well, the heck with it, I'm just going to put them out. And Johnny was like, content, guys, content. So I just started putting out whatever. Like today's it's supposed to be a really bad day for putting out stuff on YouTube. But, I kind of broke that mold too. I tried to do those on Sunday. It just
We're,
depends. You can never
we're,
tell.
we're losing you a little bit on your audio there, Robbie.
Uh-oh.
Open the blast doors.
I think
Luke, you are adopted.
there you go. Now you're better.
Now you're better.
I don't know what was up with that. Graphite Cigars was asking Trev, how's the new acoustic?
I'm really bonding with it. It's definitely going to make me a better player. Don't play it out here so much because of the temperature swing. It's always a little bit cool out here this time of year. And this chair, I find playing that thing, you got to check off the boxes. Posture, sitting correctly, foot on a stool, hold it, everything. There's no room for sloppiness. Just turn up the gain and just.
Yeah.
You got to be on point. But
I always found that after I play my acoustic for a while, I play my electrics better. It just seems like your
100%.
dexterity has loosened up or it's strengthened your fingers. So
It's
acoustic
like
is it's
jogging
good
with
practice.
ankle weights, and then you take off the ankle weights, and it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, this is easy now. Yeah.
I mean, I used to play acoustic that much, But since I started doing these videos, I always work it out on the acoustic before, and then started playing the song on Saturday nights with Johnny, and I went through a set of strings in 2 months. I've never done that before. I had to change them.
I haven't pulled out my acoustic in a long time, and I played that song on my 12 string.
Yes.
I was like, well, wow. But it was like riding a bike, man. But it was nice. It felt good.
That sounded great, by the way. I mean, I was like,
Thank you, man.
is he doing the record to his video? It sounded good. It sounded really good.
Appreciate that.
Stephen Franklin is agreeing with us. Patty is cool. You rock, Patty.
Oh yeah.
Patty says thank you. Mr. Mick has a question. Do any of you use recording software when you play at home or just jam? I typically will have OBS running, which is what I'm using right now to route my camera to the stream. And I have an option to start recording. So everything that I put through my computer, like when I play here, I can record it just like you would see it on stream. And I try to do that when I sit and jam sometimes, and I didn't do it yesterday when I got home with this new guitar, and I came up with this new riff because typically you get a new guitar, you get inspired, to write some kind of new riff. So I'm sitting here jamming on it, and I'm like, oh man, I really need to record this so I don't forget. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to forget this. So I went upstairs, came back down a little later. I'm like, oh man, what did I do? And I forgot my own new riff.
Right.
So if I had recorded it, I would have had it to watch back. But
Yeah.
up until today, I still have not remembered what I did. And it was really, really cool, I promise you. So, yes, typically I should be recording my jams. The one video that I did where I put up and I said, what was it on the short? I said, play what you feel, just play. And then the video was called You. That was me sitting down, just trying to work out some melodies or some lead lines to it. And when I got done, I was like, that's good enough to put up. So I'll typically try to record what I do like that, and if I get something cool, I'll post it. But mostly for just ideas that I'm coming up with, I'll try to record it. And just for whatever reason, yesterday I didn't do it. What about you, Artur? You keep muting.
Am I muted?
You're good now. Yeah.
Am I good? Okay. Yeah, no, I usually have, because I work off of my Mac, and I have Logic running, and I press record, and sometimes I don't know if you have any one of you have this issue, but when that little red light goes on, you kind of lock up and freeze and forget things, and so I try to just hit the record button, turn on the camera on my laptop here, and then I have another camera off to the side somewhere if I really want to just get everything down. But if I turn on the laptop camera on and turn on my Logic, start recording, you get ideas down, start jamming, and then I start just editing later. Editing's fun too,
Yep. Yeah,
it's a pain, but it's fun. But yeah, I use Logic to record the ideas and definitely get those ideas down.
I see you, Dwight Bailey. Welcome in, dude.
Cheers,
What's
Dwight.
up, Dwight?
Hey.
Get that cactus, Dwight.
Let's get up here to some more comments. James G says Patty is cooler than most of us. I think I would agree. Again,
That's right.
Patty rocks. Let's see. Robbie's the man. I think Rob was talking about all Robbie's shorts that he puts up. Sean Hockey says, "Yep, me too. He's cool." Graphite and Cigar says, "After Robbie's American Girl cover, I'm going to have a few T-shirts made with quotes from Silence of the Lambs." S. McMillan says, "Hi everyone, welcome in."
Cheers.
Good to see you, S. McMillan. Let's see, James G, you are getting a keychain too, says Patty. All right. Patty saying hello.
You get a keychain, and you get a keychain, and you get
Let's see. Rob Blackmore official, you sounds great. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Again, that was just kind of ideas that were flowing, and a lot of the same riffs were done, but a little bit differently, and that's why it may sound the same throughout.
The names were changed. The names were changed to protect the innocent.
Right. So I appreciate that, Rob. I do. Thank you. James D says that's red light fever. I get that too. I hit over here. It says start recording on my OBS, and just as soon as I do, I'm like, ugh. So what I find that I have to do is kind of forget about it. Just keep playing for a while, and then later on something good kind of comes out, and you've caught it. Dwight Bailey saying hello. Saying hello to R2R3. Let's see. Rob Blackmore says put some black tape over the red light, R2.
Yeah.
Dwight Bailey saying hello to Robbie Stingle.
Dwight, man. Cool vid, man. Make your stuff, dude.
Dwight Bailey saying hello to Symmetry.
Dwight. Batman.
And I think I've caught up on the chat. All right, so I think it's probably new guitar day reveal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
So like I said, yesterday
NGD.
I was out, and I had been to the Guitar Center, a couple days ago, and it wasn't there. So when I went yesterday and saw it and played it, just had to have it. So I had been looking at these for quite a while, and I was trying to find one. The only place around that had one was a Guitar Center about an hour away. They had a brand new one. So I had gone and I'd tried it out, and it just didn't, action was high. It just didn't sit with me. It just wasn't one of those that I wanted to bring home. Played this one yesterday and I was like, yeah, this is it. So here we go. Without any further ado, we have, let's see.
Present. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
We have
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
EPH Shark guitar.
Sweet.
it has. This thing is awkward to hold, so give me. We have a banana-esque headstock with a EVH truss rod cover. It has the brass nut on it.
Nice.
It has the two different colored. It's got the gold for these three, and then the chrome.
Ryan, present
Look at
yourself
that.
so that way you full screen yourself so we can
Okay.
see, they can see it.
That's
there
a good
little bit
idea. Thank you for reminding me. There we
Yeah.
go. How's that?
better. There we go.
There we go. So the first three are the gold. You know, the EVH truss rod cover, the brass nut, which I have already lubed up with chapstick. Chapstick.
See,
Generic
it's not a
Kroger
banana,
band.
it's a hockey
Works
stick.
just fine.
It looks a lot more like a hockey stick than a banana.
It does a little bit on camera, but it's very similar to the. I think it's the same as all the other 5150 versions and all that. It's turned a little more square so you can see it. So I don't know if this is all the markings that they have on them, but it looks like somebody maybe roughed something up right there. I don't know. But this was used, so I got a pretty good deal on it. Got rosewood fretboard. It's got, let me get the microphone back here where you guys can hear me. There we go. So it's got the double black neck, the cream bridge, and obviously there's no trim on this one. It's got that funky route that goes up to the selector switch, which is gold. And then we have the open hole here. And I thought that this was going to be volume, but it's not. It's volume tone. So what I might do is have this rewired to be volume and volume. And then that way you can do the flick.
Or you can make it a kill switch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I could put a kill switch right there, I guess, in the open hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could do that too. But I was kind of thinking of doing it to where you flick back and forth and have the volume down on one of them.
That's the way.
Yeah, sort of the Eddie way.
Yep. That's awesome, dude.
So that was the guitar that I played for a little bit in the intro, and I think it sounds pretty good. I forgot to turn the hand camera on. There we go.
Coming after you, Robbie.
Yeah, right.
Right. Oh man, that is sweet.
Like I say, it's a little awkward to hold, kind of sitting here like this. So sorry about the mess ups on the licks there.
Right on.
But I think it sounds really, really good. Plays great. Loud acoustically.
Is that an ash body?
You know what? I really don't know. I never really looked at the specs on it. Does anybody in the chat know?
I'm looking.
I just like I
I
said.
think it was. I think it's one of the. I think it is an ash body with a maple neck and then a
Really?
rosewood fretboard.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Last time I checked.
The finish on it, I can feel a little bit of the. I can't tell which went down first, the red or the silver, but it's more of like a silver kind of stripe on these things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's just the way Eddie's, just like Eddie's.
And the back of the neck.
Right. Beauty.
Oh, wow.
This one was made in
Korea?
Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like it.
Nice.
One more for the collection.
Yeah.
Let's catch up on the chat here. Let's see. Here we go. Rob Blackmore says, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." Wait, here we go.
Killer, man. Killer.
Where's that? Let's see. S. McMillan says the shark. Rob Blackmore, absolutely sweet. James G, I don't have that one. Cool. You gotta go get it. Highly recommended. Sean Hockey likes the hockey stick. S. McMillan says sweet. Frets. I'm sure it's just some kind of nickel fret, but
I think that might be jumbo.
Yeah.
yeah,
Jumbo.
they're a
Same.
little smaller than like the Frankie frets. The Frankie frets seem to be like extra jumbo. I don't think these are as tall. I could be mistaken. Let's see. Sean says, really cool axe. Thank you, dude. Rob Blackmore says, people are going to be scared to go into the water. Shark. Awesome choice. Patty Deal says,
You
great
like-
sounding. Thank you.
You like
Graphite
Fonzie,
cigars.
man.
That sounds good. R2R3. Hey, that's you. Said, I need a stripe series. What's holding you back?
I just gotta find the right one, man.
Yeah.
I should just buy them all, but it's like, which one? I was gonna buy a 5150 EVH, but then the true diehard 5150 Kramer guitar fans, like Robbie, would give me a hard time.
He would chastise you every time.
Hey,
that you
You
saw it.
guys, you buy whatever you want as long as you dig it, man. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? When you dig on it, it's cool, man. You have to worry. I got my own thing, you know. It's a good new thing, you know.
Yeah, different
It's all
strokes for
good,
different
man.
folks, huh? Hey, Robbie, you might want to jump out and back in and see if that kind of resets your mic.
All right.
The blast doors.
Yeah, I think it has a different sound when it starts doing that on this software here. But yeah, so we'll wait for Robbie to get back. All right, let's catch up in the chat here. Let's see. Stephen Franklin says, sweet axe, thank you. S. McMillan is asking, is it heavy? No, not at all. I would say 7 to 8 pound range. Not heavy at all. Not at all. Rob Blackmore, solid sound. Thank you, dude. All right, let's see. William De Silva says, I just got my back plate out of my mailbox. Robbie. Well, let's wait till Robbie gets back in here. There he is.
Any better?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Let's put you back where you were, though. There we go.
Oh,
So Robbie, William De Silva says he just got his back plate out of his mailbox, and he's thanking you.
you guys can't hear me, or I can't hear you.
We can hear you.
Evidently, you can't hear us. We can hear you. So it's the same problem that Six
Well,
was
that's
having.
not working. Let me try it again.
I may be reconsidering this new software.
Learning curve. We'll get there. I mean, I'm digging it.
Yeah.
It looks really good on the YouTube stream.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping, that it would look, way better. I mean, I can, let's see.
Mind you, I'm only playing it.
I can change it up a bit as we go. I can change the background a little bit. That's the inside of my computer back there. Or I could put like a cool graphic of my fair warning guitar back there. Can you hear us, Robbie?
Robbie, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear us? Robbie, can you hear us? Well, we'll let him sort that out as we continue.
Hello?
Hello?
We hear you.
Feels like a Verizon advertisement. Can you hear me now?
Ted, I can't hear you anymore.
Mars to Robbie.
What did you have to do to get yours sorted, Six? You were having the same thing.
Nothing. I just sat here and waited till it corrected itself. Sort of thing.
Weird. Well, we went from bad to worse.
Nothing?
With Robbie. Yeah, we hear you, Robbie.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you.
Good, Robbie.
Well, we'll have to get that all sorted out. Like I said, new software, bear with us.
I do think it is a little resource heavy, just judging by the way my PC's behaving with this running.
Mm-hmm.
The auto resolution for the videos went to 480.
Oh.
But then this is a 12-year-old computer. So.
Right. Well, it did the same thing on mine. I just noticed that, so I just changed mine over. Wow, it looks a whole lot better over there.
It does.
So,
we get the low resolution preview here.
Yeah. And then we can't hear R2, R3. He's muted himself again somehow.
Doesn't look like he's muted on the software.
Can't hear you.
No escucha.
Al, I may be ditching this and going back to the StreamYard.
Oh no.
PN says, oh no. I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? How does it look as far as the presentation and everything?
Testing.
There he is.
There we go. Yeah, I decided to go to a different audio. And here we go.
Very strange. Let's see. Stephen Franklin is asking if it was heavy until... Yeah, it's probably heavy, and that may be why he hacked some of it out. Sean is asking what's the price point, if you don't mind. I don't mind. Brand new, I think these are $18.99.
26 Canadian.
Yeah, and got this one used. And like I said, I didn't think that it had any wear indications on it at all. I've seen a couple of them on the Guitar Centers, and they're usually in the high 13, low 14 range.
Yeah.
So this one was 14 with tax, so quite a bit of savings. Yeah.
Big time. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Patty is liking the software. Okay. Let's see. Steven says, we hear you, Robbie. Let's see. Patty says it looks great. Graphite Cigar says it looks great. It's good, R2. S. McMillan. And it says it would sound great too if the guests would stop screwing with the knobs. I know, right?
Quit tweaking.
Right?
That's what you got to do, man. You see all these you got to learn all the buttonology on here, and you're like, okay, what's this thing do?
Yeah. I mean, we can hear you, Robbie. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe. Yes, we can hear you. WECANH. Is that H? EAR.
I only know a few gestures, and they're not official.
Is it you?
You. Nice.
We can hear you, Robbie. Well, We'll just put him in and let him work on his guitars.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, man.
Yes.
You
We'll have to
can.
do the big yes.
I can't hear any of you though.
Do the shrug emoji. Let's see if we can get Robbie on the phone. Let's see. Actually, nope, I can't do that. Let's see. Calling Robbie Stingle. Let's see if he answers. Oh, it's ringing.
There is a mute stage button here on the computer. Maybe that's somehow been ticked off. I don't know how it looks on a phone.
I don't know. I don't know what that does. Off stage sound affecting only you on your end. Hello, Robbie. Hello, Robbie. Earth to Robbie.
I'm here. I'm on Earth.
There he is. Now we can hear you.
You can hear me I'm on the telephone.
Yes, and you sound fantastic, actually.
But if I'm on the video link, you can't hear, or I can't hear you.
You can't hear us, but we can hear you. I don't know what the deal is. Six Fingers said it was the same thing for him, and he just kind of sat there, and it kind of corrected itself. So I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just go back and put it back on, and if I hear you guys talking, I know it's working. And when I do get things on the guitar, I'll just shove them at the camera and show you where I'm at.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Thanks for the call, Ryan.
Absolutely. Okay, so Robbie is now updated. So he's going to get back to work, and we'll just check in with him in a little bit. So yeah, if I could get everybody to stop screwing with their knobs, yeah, it would sound pretty good. Cigars and graphite cigars. Rob Blackmore says, I can hear an airplane flying over. It sounds pretty good, and the transitions with the Wolfgang picks and graphics were great. Well, thanks, dude. Let's see. Let's get that one out of here. There we go. Robbie's back in. Put him back. Well, I thought we had him. We'll give it a few minutes. Oh, he's turned his camera off.
No.
So we'll give him a minute to get set. Yeah, it has these options where I can just add in, I can just simply click over here, and then we get, all the graphics there, and I can put my camera where I want it, like we looked at all these guitars earlier. When I had the lefty one up, I moved over to the other side because of the position of the guitar. So I've been happy with this software so far. It's just the maiden voyage here, we're seeing some issues, so we'll get that sorted out. But yeah, so far, it seems to be pretty good. I'm kind of getting used to clicking everything where I need to be clicking. Let's see. Stephen Franklin says, what software are you using? It is spelled EVMUX.
Yeah, I typed it in the chat for him.
Okay. EVMUX or something like that. But even their free version of it, you can use the 1080p video, which is what I liked. Because with StreamYard, you got to buy like a $450 a year before you can get the 1080p. And, the 1080p, I think, is one of the main things that looks, great on the YouTube stream. So, had to have that. Let's see. Sean Hockey says, if I was doing a live stream, I'd be talking to myself for hours, no video at all. You're doing fine, enjoying the show. Well, thank you.
Right on, brother.
There we go. R2R3 has it in there. EVMUX or EVMUX or however you say it. Let's see. The airplane sound was coming from someone's background earlier. Yeah, I still hear some kind of something. Let me mute myself.
Might have been from mine. It's with the main road, like one house over.
Oh, it's you?
Yeah, probably, eh? So I'll just mute my mic.
Let's see. Can you hear us? I think I may have figured out. Can you hear me now, 6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we can't hear him.
He's muted.
Yeah,
There he
I
is.
can hear.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Robbie, can you hear us yet? Let's see. He's still got his camera turned off. Oh well. All right, let's check back in the chat here. Let's see. Love the graphics and yeah, I mean, that's what really kind of sold me on this software. So, Graphite and Cigar is making a pilgrimage to the music store tomorrow. Anyone need anything? Yeah, I will put in an order for a Murphy Lab Gibson custom light aging, ultra light aging, please. Just let me know when you grab that. I'll give you my address. Anybody else?
I could use a Bumblebee.
A Bumblebee? Yep. Which I have sitting right there.
I'll take a stealth amp.
Which I have
right there.
There. Let's see. Just laughing at something Hockey said. I'm not sure. Sounds like we're on a flight. Yeah, I do hear that. I do hear that a little bit. And I don't think it's 6. Because he says he's muting himself in between.
Nah, I'm muted, so.
I have computer fans going.
Somebody else. I bet you it's MPN. Yep. As he hangs his head in shame and shows us his Van Halen hat.
I wonder what it's picking up.
You got a fan or something running?
I do have fans running.
Yeah, it's picking that up. So you might want to put like a noise gate, just real low. So if you put headphones on and listen to what your audio out would be, just tweak your noise gate till it just gets rid of that fan noise, and then when you talk on your microphone, you'll be in good shape. You know, we'll hear it as you start talking, but once you stop talking.
Wait a minute. Trev just muted and it went away.
Did he?
Yeah. Unmuted, Trev? Yeah.
Oh, it's Trev too.
Those fans aren't that loud.
I know, right?
A couple of 140s in the PC right over here.
Everybody's put your seats in the upright position and fasten your seat belts. We are approaching our destination and we'll be landing shortly. Thank you for flying United.
This is your captain speaking.
Please put your tray tables in their upright position.
Again, though, mentioning the software is a bit of a resource hog, so if the computer's working harder, the fans are ramping up, right? Set this to
it's a bit of a white noise, so I guess once you kind of get used to it, I mean, it hadn't really bothered me, so we may have some in the chat that are more sensitive to it. Let's see. This is easy. They don't carry Gibson. I guess I'm SOL then. Let's see.
I think you still got the effect on, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry about that.
The captain's still speaking.
Yeah, there's a little light that comes on and tells me that, but oh well.
I turned down the fan speed. Is it better?
Nah, you're fine, Trev. I wouldn't worry about it. Rob Blackmore says his order is for a new EVH 60 watt 2x12. So
it's a good call.
Yep. Patty Dill saying awesome show. Well, thank you, Patty. I'm glad that at least one of you is enjoying it. 5150 Airlines. Here we go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here with friends and family, so we're all good, man.
Yeah. It's just easy going, laid back. Nothing too serious. Let's see. I do notice that the chat stays up a little more. Usually I'll see the chat in YouTube go, and then it'll be like a 15-second delay that I see it on StreamYard. But it's pretty quick in this one.
This is quick, yeah.
Yeah.
It's right on.
Stephen Franklin says it's good. I'm okay with it, but if turbulence picks up, he's gone. Well, Stephen, I can tell you that it could be worse. One of us could have one of those damn albatross pedals like Laz has,
Oh man.
and then you would really be up creek. Or were you the only one that liked that pedal, Mr. Franklin? Somebody liked it. I forget who it was.
I don't mind it, but when Laz was just, oh yeah, it just kept going.
He was overdoing it a bit, yeah. Graphite Cigar says he'll be lucky if they even have guitar strings where he's going. Mike Olson, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Cheers. Yeah, so
Zach
I've got 8
Thong.
cores now running at 90 to 95%. So this
You're-
thing is hungry.
We got you lit. Zach Long says, "Hey, OU812, welcome into the chat, Zach.
Zach.
Symmetry, R2R3, and MPN saying hello to everybody. We got Robbie here as well, but he's trying to figure something out.
Where you
Let's
at,
see.
Robbie?
I don't think he can hear us either.
Where's Robbie?
Let's see.
So I got this from an October. Believe
Hang on a minute. Sorry. I
Go
don't
ahead.
mean to interrupt you. I just got to read this comment. Graphite and Cigars says, that damn pedal. I unsubbed over that. That's great. Oh, man. I hated that pedal. So, R2, R3, what you got?
I found this from, let's see, it says October 1989. It must be from a Guitar for the Practicing Musician. Check out this thing here.
Just when you thought it was safe. Oh. Yeah, somebody mentioned something about that in the chat. About the Shark guitar. That's pretty cool. So I guess that was their advertisement for the pointy headstocks, I guess.
Pointy headstock, yeah.
Yeah.
October 1989. Wow. Yeah, since you broke out the Shark, I figured this would be a perfect.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. 1989. I was just, well, I won't say what I was doing. Let's see.
I was playing guitar for like a year.
Talking about that pedal again. James G says the pedal is ridiculous. I agree. Let's see. Graphite cigars. Nobody got time for that shit. Oh man, that pedal. Sean says I needed counseling. After the Laz Albatross episode, I'm still having nightmares and cold sweats. Oh man. I
thought Johnny was going to throw it out the window.
Johnny said that if somebody donated $100, that he would pull all the. I was this close to clicking to donate that, but I knew that he wouldn't actually throw it out the window, so I saved.
I want to know how much Laz paid for that pedal.
Right? Hopefully somebody gave it to him.
Whatever it was, it was too much.
It's like, here, have this pedal. Really, you'll love it. Take it. Yeah, take it. Take this pedal, please. Try it out.
Yeah,
You know.
go to Guitar Center and try trading that in and see what happens.
Probably somebody trying to get rid of it. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. James G says it looked like water skis. I guess the Kramer ad.
Yeah.
Mike Olson, I was 21 in '89. I was not. Let's see. Didn't Kramer do a version of the Offset V? Yeah, and if we had Robbie in here, he could. We hear him. We hear him hammering away. I don't know if you guys can hear him. Let's see if we can hear what he's doing. No, he got quiet. There he is.
Robbie!
Robbie, can you hear us?
There it is.
There, now he's sawing. So we know Robbie is hard at work, so we'll check back with him in a bit. Therapy. It's right in Laz's name, music therapy.
Yeah.
That was just the wrong kind of therapy. That was like torture therapy. Rob Blackmore's the one that liked the pedal, I guess. Oh man, that's sawing. Let's see if I can turn him down. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, Zach says Robbie's working away. What the hell is that? Drum roll. Oh, we got MPN back. You're not supposed to do a drum roll. You're supposed to ring the doorbell. There you go. Now we get you back in here. We'll let you in.
Pizza's here.
We got MPN back.
There he is.
We got all kinds of stuff going on. So did you get things sorted out a little bit, you think?
Maybe. I think maybe just now that my microphone is not picking up my speakers, is probably taking care of that noise.
Okay.
Because the fans that I have running are inaudible in the room, pretty much.
There
I
he
can't
is.
hear 'em.
I got
Robbie's
you.
back.
So Robbie, can you hear us?
Nobody can hear us. Help!
He's writing notes. Move it up. Move it up. Move it up. We can't see his notes. Robbie's getting frustrated. Oh well.
Well, Johnny B just chimed in here. He must have heard we were talking about the albatross pedal.
Did he? Let's see what we got. Oh, chat's going crazy over here. Let's see. Mike Olson says that pedal was pissing off more than you know. Zach says Robbie's working away. Mike Olson, anger management. Yeah, I kept having to mute myself during the last stream when he was doing that pedal. It was so obnoxious. Graphite and Cigar says when Robbie comes back, he will have completed the Robinson Family Caruso Treehouse. Probably so. Stephen Franklin, do you think that you, I guess meaning me, could use that pedal tastefully? No. No, I would throw it right out the window. I would smash it with a hammer. I would not even try to use it. No musical
Target
value.
practice is a useful purpose. Just saying.
Well, yeah. He says use the pedal tastefully, so I don't know. I guess that'd be pretty tasty to shoot it with a shotgun slug. Rob Blackmore says, no, I'm not the one that liked the last pedal. Yeah, I wouldn't admit to it either, Rob. Let's see. Stephen Franklin says, can a hammer be wielded tastefully? There we go. Yep, very tastefully. Johnny Bean says, hello from the road. That pedal does have a use. It's just not all the time. There, R2R3's got the Ibanez Destroyer.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
So he does have a little open hole there. Looks like, looks a little different color in that from what this is. Mine is more of kind of a muted red orangey color. Of course, it could just be the color on your camera.
This right there.
Yep, I remember that one. Remember when I saw that, I shaved my goatee like his.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Of course, I can't do that now. It's all the wrong color. Time tends to do that. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Oh yeah, Johnny was saying that the pedal does have a use. It's just not all the time. I don't think it's any of the time. Sorry. Everybody saying hello to Johnny Bean, Patty, Dwight, Zach. Rob Blackmore official says, I was the one who said, just when you thought it was safe. Oh, gotcha. Not that you like the last pedal. We got Hip Metalworks in. Thanks for joining in. Welcome, dude.
Hey.
Rolling. G'day, eh? Welcome. Robbie says, so what's going on? You guys could see me. Let's type to Robbie. Yes, we could see you. It's unfortunate because I wanted Robbie to answer a couple of these Kramer questions. That's all right, though. We'll get the bugs worked out for next time. Mike Olson says, I don't think anyone liked that pedal. There was one person that said that they liked the pedal. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, it was Laz.
yeah, maybe. I must admit, though, the other night I found it super, super entertaining and hilarious when they did the drum. He did the drums, and to the do it that Johnny kept looping over and over. I laughed probably harder than I should have at that. That was classic. Got everybody saying hello to Hit Metalworks. Let's see. William De Silva says, "Plug your wah pedal in backwards." That's how Gilmore got that albatross sound.
That's
on
correct.
Echoes.
Yep.
Yeah, you were talking about that just Thursday or last Sunday, I think, R2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a wah over there that I haven't hooked up, and I probably need to, but I'm gonna try that. What does this do? Oh, cool. I can resize things over here. See, I'm learning this software as we go. Johnny Bean says that pedal is basically emulating a synthesizer, so I could see it being useful for adding parts to a song within overdubbing, not actually using as a main instrument. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you need a whale noise in your recording. Oh.
Yeah, I use the synth pedal to do the solo in Run Like Hell. Works well.
This solo in what? Oh, Run Like Hell.
Yeah, Run Like Hell, Pink Floyd.
Gotcha. Yep.
Great song.
Let's see. Mike Olson saying hey to Johnny Bean, drive safe. Johnny Bean is saying hey from Starbucks. Why don't you jump in, Johnny? We can see what you got from Starbucks. Oh, he's doing deliveries.
I
got
got
Wi-Fi.
nice tea.
Yep. And OU812, that's me, says yes, we could see you. Charles75, welcome in. What's going on? What's going on?
Charles.
Hey now.
Johnny, bring me a pizza.
Graphite and Guitar says the
There you
strange
go.
noise is Robbie eating possum. He could be.
That's his neighbor.
Might be his neighbor, snuck in.
See if you guys remember this.
Robbie says, all right, coming back. We'll ask now while I'm here. Okay. Let's see. Zach Thong says he gave that pedal a thumbs down. What are you showing us, R2? Oh, 5150 amp. Was that the front of a Monitor magazine, or was that just one of the Slicks advertising?
It was
just
one of the advertisements from the, I believe, Guitar World magazine. And then I also saved the 5152 when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the
tobacco burst, yeah.
The tobacco burst right there.
Very
It's
cool.
kind of a shame because this is when Eddie was not doing too good.
Yeah, I remember seeing pictures of him, and yeah, he looked like he was in rough shape around that time. That was back when they had the party at his house for some kind of movie release or something. It wasn't a porn movie. He did something for the soundtrack or something.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I read about that. I forget, and I was like, what? That can't be right. And sure enough.
Yep.
I've personally never seen the movie, but I don't know. Maybe it's great. Maybe it was artistic and his music added some. Now I've heard the music from it because he did like a little video or something of it called Catherine, I believe.
Yeah.
Rob is telling Robbie to maybe start the phone, jump back in. Yeah,
I don't think it's a hardware issue. It's a check mark or a box with the software.
Yeah, it's something probably on his phone. Mr. Mick says, I want to put a DiMarzio SD
Super distortion in my EVH Bumblebee, but it has only one screw hole on each side of the pickup. You know if it sits solidly or rock back and forth.
Well, I guess it depends on how it actually mounts in the Bumblebee. I've never taken my pickup out of mine, but
Put a piece
I
of
think-
foam underneath it.
yeah, I
Most
think
piece of
most of the
weatherproofing foam,
EVH
yeah.
guitars have a piece of foam,
Yeah.
and you kind of screw it down until you get to your height that you want, and the foam kind of makes it
Stable.
as solid as it can be. Any of you guys changed any in the Stripe series?
I actually have added foam underneath the neck pickup on my Frankie
Mm-hmm.
because I wired the neck pickup on my Frankie
Yeah, and it
to a
was sitting low,
5-way
right?
switch.
Yeah. Did that
Yeah,
seem
oh
to
yeah,
help
it sits
out
real
quite
low.
a bit?
Yeah, it's all the way down, but it's
Yeah.
still the stuff was able to raise it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would have to get longer screws.
we have Robbie at the door. Let's see. Robbie, can you hear us? Robbie, are you there? Robbie.
Robbie.
Okay, he's waving. He must have something for us
We
to
see
say.
him, we hear him, but can you hear us?
Hey,
Robbie, is it Kramer time?
Oh, he's showing us the body. Okay, we can hear you, Robbie. I don't know what the hell he's cutting off.
Sounds like he's trying to break out of jail.
I think he plugged a hole.
So we will check back in with Robbie in just a bit.
You cutting off one of the horns?
Sounds like it. Maybe he's making it look like that SG that Eddie had.
yeah.
So does his sound mute when I do this?
Aha!
Still hear it.
Okay.
Hey, Holly.
Cool.
What the hell was he cutting? I guess he'll
There's
show
a
us
chunk
here
of
in a minute.
dowel in a hole. Looked like 3/8 inch dowel.
I don't know. Trying to figure out how. Let's see. Robbie, can you hear us?
Robbie, can you hear me?
Guess not.
I think somehow he's hit that mute stage option.
I don't know. We can hear him and we can see what he's doing,
What
so
happens if I hit
we're
mute
good.
stage?
All right, let's check back with the chat here.
There's Holly Lewis.
Six Fingered Assault, question for you. Any new guitars to share?
When I click the mute stage, it's quiet.
Ah.
Not any new ones.
No?
We've got plenty more there, though.
You got 20 over there, you said?
Yeah, about 20 of them.
Well, I don't think we've seen any of yours, so you care to share them? Are they right there where we can get to them quickly?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not listening at the moment. But
Oh, okay. They're all packed up
Oh,
in the tour bus.
yeah, I'll show off some next time, man.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Cool. So we'll look forward to that for sure.
With that.
Ryan Hall is in the house. Welcome in, Ryan. He says he's late, just got back from Pete's studio. Pete went pretty long today. I wasn't sure. I kept looking to see what time he was going on. He didn't post anything until last minute when he started. Boy, Robbie's really coming through with the sound effects, isn't he?
Get to work, Robbie. Do it to it, man.
Does
Do it.
Anybody know how to mute him yet? That's one thing that I don't like about this right now, is I can't find an individual mute. Let's see.
I know, but it's not. I have a mute button, but my mic is on.
We hear you, Robbie. Can you hear us?
Hello, Robbie.
I guess he can't. So I think I can come in and do that. And then
In
that
the name
mutes
of
him.
science.
Unmuted.
In the name
Maybe
of
I
science,
muted on your guys' end.
No, we
Oh,
hear you.
we can hear you.
Robbie. We hear you.
I'm going to try and jump in from myself so I can see the layout and see if there's a way I can help Robbie do
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
There's a mute button on the software. See if it is checked.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Ah.
Let's see.
Well, I have a mute button, but it's on, and I got nothing else.
The little
on the
speaker
phone
thing.
here,
We hear you fine, Robbie. So
but I can't hear any of you guys.
maybe turn up the volume on your phone.
You can't hear us. You need the whiteboard.
Let's see. Turn up the volume on your phone.
There's a mute button for the software. See if it is checked. We hear you. Turn the mute off. Mute button on the software. Huh.
We got everything confused on the phone.
I don't know where the software is on the phone.
Nah, we'll figure this out for next time with Robbie. For the time being,
All right, we have dark mode, mute stays. Just jump out and back in. I have several times. I have, and it's not working.
so we got Trev
Over here.
on his cell.
I even turned my phone off and it came back in.
The 3 dots.
Is Laz in here?
All right, let's see if I can see this better.
Right.
All right, if I go like this,
Okay, I need to mute.
I have mute
that
stage.
one. There we go.
Stage is muted, only muted on your side. Other participants will be able to hear you. All right. Cam and Mike.
Hello, Robbie.
Can you hear us now?
And there he goes. All right, so let's get back to the chat. Let's see. Patty says it'll be great seeing Johnny play his new pedal from my brother Ronald and I. Yeah, we're looking forward to that tonight.
Yeah.
Damn, you're way back.
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah,
bone shaker?
I'm having to catch up here. Rob Blackmore says can't wait. That was really nice of you, Patty, says Mike Olson. Let's see. It will be a direct mount. Oh, on the pickup. Yeah, just like we were saying, just some kind of foam or something underneath it to keep your level. Let's see. Patty Dill, you got a guitar pedal or gamer stuff? Robbie, we can hear you.
No, not Big Ski.
Can he hear us?
Super
On.
Distortion only has one screw hole. Let's see.
That's not it.
Steve Franklin said he was cutting off one of the horns.
Yeah, that's what I said.
James G is asking about the Super Distortion because he has one in his cart. Somebody left a saw blade in Robbie's meatloaf. Yep, he's trying to break free. That sound is giving me the heebie-jeebies of the sawing. Welcome in, Holly Lewis, by the way. Just seeing that you're here. Welcome, welcome.
Holly!
Robbie's working on a happy little guitar. Holly Lewis. Holly
Right,
Lewis.
guys, I've got to take off on you. I've got
She knows what that
to get
means.
ready for work.
All right, Six.
Right on,
Thanks for
dude.
stopping by. Next time, have your
All right,
guitars
Miles.
ready and
Yep, will do.
yeah.
Good to see you all.
We'll see
Rock
you later,
on, brother.
dude.
Thanks,
Later.
catches.
All right, see you later, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Let's see. We gotta cut. There we go. All right. Holly Lewis. Again, welcome in. Ryan Hall says he was filing. Yep. Let's see. Catching up in the chat here. Rob Blackmore says Shawshank Redemption. Let's see. Can you mute Robbie? Sanding is killing me. Yep, we were trying to work on that there. Everybody sending Robbie information. Turn your phone up. Robbie, open the blast doors. Stop filing. Holly Lewis. He was just doing happy little filing, Holly.
Just a little sanding.
Yeah. Everybody's saying hello. Holly says mute, mute, mute.
If y'all want for the next show, I could fire up the bandsaw if you want to hear some.
Hey, fire it up. Do you have
Only-
any? Do you have
Only
any
if you can
smoke?
play pound cake.
Do you have any smoked meat back there behind the shed there that you're gonna saw up? Is that what you use the bandsaw for? Is
No, it's for wood. I wouldn't want to have to clean up the mess after trying to do butcher work on it.
Right. Yeah. Let's
Gotta be able to
see.
hose that thing down.
Everybody's saying we can hear you, Robbie. We can hear you. Robbie, turn up the volume on your phone. Yeah, we had the Laz echo there for a bit. Okay, Robbie can hear us. Thank goodness. Welcome
I
back,
had
Robbie.
to go back and change my speaker setting to phone speaker.
Gotcha. That'll do it every time.
What other options were there?
I think it's like if you use the earbuds.
Oh, Bluetooth or something, right? Okay.
Yeah, so they have like two options. One's a speakerphone, and the other is using the earbuds.
Gotcha. Well,
Good to have you
welcome
back,
back. We're
brother.
glad to have you back. Mr. Mick has a question for you, Trev. Are you going to do any more cooking segments like you did in the past?
There's nothing in the plan, but I cook every day, so
Right?
summertime I'll do some barbecuing.
There you go. Oh, I can't wait.
Robbie, welcome back. Ryan Hall says, Trev, can you imagine what the bandsaw would sound like next to a pickup? Yeah, I think that was the reference to doing
Now,
pound cake.
What would you want to put the pickup though? At the motor of the bandsaw, near the bearings that are, or on right where the cutting edge is going through a 2x4.
I would.
It tends to squeal a lot because it's a bearing. It's got the bearing guides on it instead of the block. So,
I would like to hear it through an albatross pedal.
I would not.
Fill it up.
I would not.
Make sure you
Add to
blast.
cart.
Make sure you blast that
Hacksaw
all
blade
the
and
guts.
stick that pedal right through there.
Super bad idea. Super bad idea.
Make sure you blast that albatross pedal out to around, Neptune or Pluto before you turn it on.
And see if you can hit it with your rifle as it's getting launched.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man. So I think I meant to ask this earlier in the chat. What do you guys prefer as far as the background? Do you like the fair warning guitar, the purple brick wall, or my innards of my purple computer?
I think it's cool to mix it up. And
Mix it up a little bit, keep it
I
changed
do
up.
like the innards of that purple. That is cool. I
Like
think
that one.
purple's the theme right now, ever since that Wolfgang came out.
Yeah, well, purple's always been a favorite color of mine, and most of the lights in here, as you can see in the background, are kind of a purplish hue.
Ah, true,
And
true.
my PCs run red.
My computer has always had kind of a purple hue to it. I've got my purple Friedman right there, T-style. I've got the 5150 Purple Days over there, so I like purple guitars, so
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Janice made it in. Cheers, Janice. Good to see you.
Janice, welcome in. How you feeling, Janice? I know you
Hey,
weren't
Janice.
feeling too well earlier with.
Yeah.
Oh, my chat is going crazy. Let's see.
Look.
Mike Olson says the albatross is Robbie's favorite pedal.
Oh, yeah.
We had a discussion with that one. So Graphite and Cigars likes the brick wall. Do we know what Robbie's actually doing? Yes, he talked a little bit about what he was doing. Maybe he can update you, Holly. He's
Okay.
working on a happy little guitar, Holly.
Cram time!
I started off this morning sanding the clear off the top. I usually do one side a day. So I sanded the clear off with 80, did a little bit 36, went back to fresh 80. And it kind of makes a lot of scratchy sound, so I decided, well, I'll try to do something quiet. So I filled these two. I had to custom carve these dowels and fill these two neck pocket holes because I have to re-drill those.
Mm-hmm.
I filled in all the holes that were made for the back plate on the Floyd because it's not going to get that.
Right.
One of the more difficult things was filling these 8 holes from the butcher shop they did on this jack plate. That was tedious, but
Is
that's all glued in.
Is that what you were sawing on a few minutes ago?
No, that was this plug here. That I plugged this hole, which had the three-way switch, and somebody put a Gibson three-way switch in and made the whole thing. So I'm plugging that to re-drill,
Gotcha.
for the small hole.
Gotcha.
And
What
right
do you
now
plug them with, Robbie?
I'm sanding this piece of the plug down. It'll be a little more difficult at the inside, but I wanted to get it really super tight in. So
Is it a specific type of wood that you use for the dowels?
well, this piece of dowel I think is actually like an alder dowel. It's harder. These other things I did, this is fastwood that I filled these holes in, and these also, and the neck hole, and it'll be just fine with the tight box too.
Yep. What do you do? What do you do, Robbie, to keep from getting ghost rings in the final finish with areas that you've plugged like that?
Well, I sand them as smooth as I can first, and then I put a little bit of wood filler on top of it just to smooth it out, and then sand that down until it's almost gone. And sometimes you'll still see it under the magnifier. You might still see it if you really magnify the area, but Mr. Bell treats it as well when he gets it, and he does a really good job with that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like if I fill this neck pickup, you'd probably be able to see it on the magnification after the paint job even.
Right.
You won't see it just without like the magnifier on, but if you put that on and you look and you get the light just right, you're going to see just a little bit of a line there. So as far as stuff like this, the jack and this stuff, you're not gonna notice that. After I carved this like big ass piece of wood into the little round thing, here's the square peg, there's the round hole, and it's gonna take a long time to get it so it fits perfect in there.
Right.
But then I'll re-drill a half-inch hole through there, and make it a barrel jack like it should be.
Mm-hmm.
It's like getting rid of this paint, this RFI paint. That's going too, because I love my radio stations and I want to hear that. Don't be a bear.
Mike
Stop
Olson says it's going to be the Kramer Stingle Custom.
So a way you can get around that ring-a-ringus is instead of using dowel that's going to leave you with end grain, is to use a plug cutter. And that way you're going in and you can cut it with side grain, and you can actually match grain patterns with your plugs.
Mm-hmm. I think Robbie does everything by hand, so that would take an awful lot of twisting with that.
I've got the hand brace there. I could chuck that up in the brace and do it by hand.
There you go.
Just running through the chat, just everybody saying hello to everybody.
That's the problem with using dowels, is you're putting end grain into side grain.
Yeah. Graphite and Cigar says, knowing Robbie, it's a polar dowel. Is that supposed to say poplar dowel?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I know I pronounce it weird. I am from New Jersey though.
Poplar.
That's what they said.
How do you say it? Poplar?
Poplar.
Poplar. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they said it in the factory,
Yeah.
That's how Edward would say it when he found one. Damn it! This is poplar!
Tim Thomas, who I don't think we've said hello to yet. Welcome in, Tim Thomas. Says that Kramer's going to be awesome once Robbie finishes it.
I'm gonna like the neck pickup too.
It's gonna be valuable too.
All right. Look. Okay, let me just straighten all this stuff out. I know it pisses a lot of people off.
Shots fired.
Okay.
Shots fired.
I put it worth on some, depending on how rare the part is, how hard to find it is. It's not that you could just buy some guitar for some amount of money, and you can, and that's fine, and do that and have fun and play it. That's all fine. It's just when you're building guitars out of stuff that is like so freaking rare, you can't ever hardly find it. That's my angle on it. I apologize for offending anybody. what I think of values on something you may agree with, that's fine too. I mean, I don't want to start a war about values of ancient favorite part. That's not what I'm about, and I'm not trying to say, well, you can buy some new guitar for X amount of money. I'm not going to say, well, yeah, that guitar is all CNC'd and you know machine made and all. It's not cut out by hand. It's not 45 years old or whatever. I want to get along with everybody, and
Nah,
I,
don't
I
worry about it, Robbie.
apologize. I apologize if I offended or sound like a real idiot.
No, don't apologize,
I
man.
think
Because
that
I think every guitar is worth whatever that individual thinks that guitar is worth. I mean, because look at Music Man. I mean, the $10,000 for an EVH Music Man. I mean, but if you put a price on that, somebody will pay that. If they're a big Kramer fan, they want to go vintage,
mhm.
old school style. I mean, true diehard Kramer fan will pay that money. So you didn't offend anybody. I mean, I think people would just kind of. I mean, I was having fun with you as well. I was just joking around and stuff, but if you put a price on that and somebody will pay that. But I mean, are you going to really sell it? I mean,
Oh no!
no.
I mean, like,
But
look at
if
it
you
this way:
were,
the one that I did out of the Music Man body that I had to really modify because it was like totally the wrong shape and everything was wrong on it. With the Boogie Bodies neck I got from Adam, you know, uh, with all the work I did to it, and with what could be one of the last paint jobs from Marty Bell in that stripe pattern.
yeah.
Even with all those things, that guitar is not going to get over probably $5,000 for that because it doesn't have the parts. It's not made out of the hard to find parts that were actually made at the Kramer factory or parts they used, for Edwards necks and stuff.
Yep.
If
Yeah.
you find an R5 maple Beak neck and you could send it down to Dive Bomb in Texas to Kyle and have him glue the pieces on just like Unkert did, that would probably be about the closest you could get to what Eddie played. You put an R4 nut on an R5 neck, but then what do you do about the body? You got to find an 82 page special with a 2 1/4 inch neck pocket they made in the factory. So it's like it's a red herring. How close can you get? How authentic can you make those pieces? But like you said, am I going to sell anything? not in your life. What are you kidding?
But if you
It's so
were, I
hard to
mean,
find this stuff.
and for those who are,
So you're just gonna give me one?
there's some individuals are confused with my name, R2, R3 locking nut. What Robbie's talking about, I got an example right here, is on the back of a locking nut. Here's a gold one here. It would be stamped. This one's Floyd Rose, made in Germany. It'll say R3 on there. This is an R3 locking nut.
And if it was a left-handed one, it would say L3.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that, man.
Mhm.
That's wild.
That's true. And R3 and R4 are the same nut. It's just the R3 is for a 12-inch radius,
For 12
and
inch,
R4 is for a 10-inch radius. That's why I use the R4 on the Grail neck that I could use on this body someday when it's finally ready to go get painted.
Robbie,
Alpine white.
Down by the river.
there's a question for Robbie. We were talking about the dowels and the ghost rings and whatnot. Excuse me. Sean Hockey says, does primer help with that?
Oh, sure. I mean, Marty Bell does everything. He seals it. He primes it. He lets it dry. Wet sands that out. He does all the right stuff to do it. He even uses a hardener in between colors to make sure there's absolutely no run in it, and it all stays really smooth. And he wet sands everything down so it's absolutely smooth, like when they came out of the factory. It was just beautiful, right? But over time, even with aged wood, over time you will see it a little bit. It depends on the area, though. If you've got something like a pickup route that you want to fill in like this one, 6 months later, even with all the work, you're going to see with the magnifier just a little bit of a hint of a line around. But in other areas, like this, this huge idiot Gibson drill this guy did,
Mm-hmm.
you might see just a little bit, but it's going to have the washer covering some of it, so it won't be as noticeable. And back here where this thing is, you're not going to see it as much because I'm gonna put it in there super tight, and the wood is aged, and it's not a real spot where you're going to be like magnifying on the barrel jack, looking at it like is that a mark there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Robbie,
it depends.
Robbie, can you show the route again on the? Is that for a Floyd Rose, like the top mount part of it?
Oh yes, this is Floyd Rose top mount, sure.
Okay, all right, I
And
see it now.
it's got the thicker shelf here too. It's not a thin shelf; it's a thicker shelf. People are asking me why. How do I know this is an '83 body? And it's got all the indications. First of all, they have just started with this neck pickup thing for like testing the waters for stuff that Lynch liked, even though Lynch hadn't made it yet.
Right.
And it's got this thicker shelf here. This isn't thin. I don't know if you can get to see in that. This shelf in here, it's not a really thin shelf. It's on the thicker side, and that also indicates 83.
Mm.
So there are things you can look for on these bodies. Another thing is the thickness of this neck heel. This is thick as hell. That's another sign of 83. And finally, where you can see the step routes from the mill, where they mill the angle in to clear the springs.
Oh
They
yeah.
did that in 83 too.
Hmm.
So there's
Interesting.
things you could do that you could see that really tell you what year it is like that, and that's how I can tell what year different things are.
Can you tell from the smell? You just smelled it.
No. Fortunately, it doesn't stink.
Right. Real quick, let me say hello to Kurt Rocks. Welcome
Sure.
in, dude.
Kurt,
So
what's
Yeah.
up,
welcome
man?
in.
Lobster man.
Robbie, Mike Olson says that you have him in your will for the 85 Beretta. Is that true?
I don't really worry about all that stuff. I paid for this house, and it's just me. My sister, she's got her own life. I've got a couple nieces. They don't want anything to do with me. They got their own lives. So it's just me, and I don't really never worried about what happens to stuff when I die. When I die, I'm not here anymore. What does it matter? But lately, I have been thinking about stuff like that. My friend Scott loves to custom shop Stratocaster,
Mm-hmm.
which I had to work on so much because the better custom shop, even in '96, kind of blew chunks. And he loves that guitar, so I would probably leave that with him. I'd probably leave this Isaacson guitar, this red one with the tiger stripe makes the body. I'd probably leave that to Mike. And yeah, Mike, I'd probably let you have a banana pudding over here. Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
that's
banana
cool.
pudding?
And like I said before, if you don't think this red tiger stripe Isaacson custom made guitar from 1982 is worth $6,000, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're never going to find another one like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sound like a pompous idiot, but Bill Isaacson made this himself in a Kramer factory with wood that I picked out that he stole from Kramer and got fired for. How do you put a value on something like that?
Yeah, for sure. Well, you
Yeah.
certainly don't want your neighbor WT Hell Holy, getting a hold of them. So
Oh no, he's exclusively Glaries.
yeah. Oh, okay. That's all he plays is Glaries.
Oh, Glaries.
That's
There's
your
people out
that's
there
your
that like
favorite.
Glaries.
That's your favorite guitar, isn't it? R2, R3.
Oh my goodness. If I see another Glary, I'm going to throw my laptop across the room.
There actually
Well,
was.
careful. Make sure all the metal is removed before you put it in the chipper.
I don't know about all these, kind of lower end or entry guitars, but there was a Harley Benton at Guitar Center the other day, and it was a T style, and I played it for just, I don't know, about 5 seconds because it was like 30 pounds when I picked it up, It must have been, the hardest, densest wood ever. That thing weighed a ton. And I just wasn't that impressed with it. But, just like any other guitars, each one is different. So,
I get it. I mean, I get it. Everybody needs a entry level guitar, and these new guitar. I don't mean to bash these companies, but when I saw those Kramers that you bought, the Berettas that were what, 199, 179,
mm-hmm.
and then Johnny's playing them, and I've heard other people play them and upgrade them with Floyd Rose. That's awesome. That
Mm-hmm.
is cool, man. That is some nice entry level guitars that even seasoned guitar players can play, and
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Well, I think MPN, you've got one as well. You're going to have Robbie do some work on.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's hanging. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna send him the neck to have him do his magic.
Have you been huffing
And then I'm
helium
gonna
or
put it back
something?
on.
You've got the helium going on there.
That's right, man.
Let's
And I've
see
got
it.
it.
Floating around in space.
Let's see it, MPN.
What, the guitar?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah.
Hang on a second.
I got his hot rod locking nut right here, baby. I'm only
Graphite,
missing the one. I'm missing the one holder for one clamp. That's it. Got the
Graphite,
rest of it ready to go.
Graphite and Cigar says he hopes that I washed my hands after handling the Harley Benton or whatever. They did have sanitizer there, so I sanitized them. Yes.
I've got one I saw today, you guys.
I like that blue.
Let's get it in here. Oh, he's already showed it. Show it again. We got you.
Show it.
you
Do that
highlighted it.
again. Give us a devil take.
No, he can't hear us. He's high as a kite.
Oh, there he goes.
There, we can see it in the back.
Yeah, it's swaying there. What kind of you got like an effect on your voice there? Can you? Do you purposefully have that on, MPN?
No, what do you mean? I have no effect on my voice.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
You
got
sound like Megan.
Houston.
You got something going on there.
So check
Oh
this out.
no, are you serious?
Check this out. Today I look at reverb, right? And there's this listing for a guitar that, was like what Eddie played when he was at Kramer. Guy wanted like 1,200 for it, and he went down to 900. And he's all saying, yes, this is guitar as far as I know that Edward would have played, right? Or that Eddie played. Okay, I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, oh, I don't know, it doesn't look so great. Shape's a little wrong. I'm looking at it again and again. I look at the serial number. It starts with an S. It's a freaking striker. The thing's made out of plywood. This guy doesn't even know.
So that's what the S means. It's a striker.
Any Kramer serial number that has an S in it is a striker.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And-
plywood.
And the early 80 stuff, it had like a D, a C, an E, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what come out in the Kramer factory. But
Okay.
strikers were all imported plywood guitars out of Korea. And
MPN,
even the striker necks are worthless too. You can't use it if you're trying to recreate something from back in the day.
Mm-hmm. MPN, you're being asked, where did you get that hat?
This hat, I think I found it. I think I found it on Etsy. I think I found it on Etsy.
You have
thought you
got
were doing that to him,
something
Ryan.
going on.
I don't know how
with
you're
your-
doing that, MPN. You got
your
like some
interface.
kind of sound effect in your interface or something.
Yeah.
That's
thought-
so freaking weird.
I thought you went out.
Bought one of these so you can do Megan.
Yeah, you sound like Ryan right now.
Let me leave and come back.
Okay. You leave
That'll
and come
take a few
back.
times.
I thought he was doing it on purpose.
I thought he was too.
I thought you were doing it to him, Ryan.
No, I wasn't doing it to him. No, I wouldn't do that. That must be Megan.
You have to dive into your software deep to find that.
Yeah, we'll pick him back up in a minute.
Megan
Um,
default. Click on that.
Holly Lewis is cracking me up over here.
I must not have gotten to that chat yet. Mike Olson saying the best guitar for $200 is the new Kramer Beretta Special. Blue is nice. Let's see. It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, he must have something going on. Holly Lewis, are y'all high?
Don't see a
Maybe.
button. I'm working on it.
Maybe. I'm not saying anything. All I know is that I have a happy little guitar in my lap that you didn't see yet, Holly. You were late to the party, so let me show you.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Picked up EV8 Shark yesterday. Let's see. This would be a fun show if one was. Let's see. Let me get rid of this one. Yeah, you still sound like you're high, MPN.
Wow.
Actually, it's
What in the
becoming
heck?
quite entertaining. So,
Must be a contact high for your computer or something.
oh, that was great.
Let me see. It's coming out it sounds okay on my end.
Nope, you sound like a chipmunk on our
Wait till
end.
you get a hold of the replay, man.
Oh,
It's
boy.
very entertaining. We wish you would talk more.
Okay.
You're making
I just want
WT
some
Monday.
cheese.
Rob Blackmore says it's 5150 time NPN. I think he's already been 5150.
5150.
Oh my goodness.
Open the blast doors, damn it.
There you go.
Hey, man, that's like the best one of those I've heard. Good job, Michael.
The laugh. Oh, the laugh is the best.
You know, the
Yeah.
thing about those Kramer reissues, like before they went on to the whole Brett special deal like they did, they were making it in 2018 with 2 and 3/16 Smith neck pockets. So you could use like the body, but they stayed out of mahogany, but it was cheap mahogany, so they could sample it over a tube to feedback. And you could put, you know, a legitimate Kramer neck on from the 80s. But I think in 2020 they changed to 2 1/4 inch neck pocket. So now the only thing you can put on there is a jack. I mean, you can't even put a fender neck on it. And then of course EVH changed over to there. They make the neck pocket deeper, so you can't use older necks. You have to actually fill the neck pocket in with wood, or you're not going to be able to hit it right.
You're getting some breakup on your audio there, Robbie.
Oh man, I don't want to go through this again.
No, it's better now.
Okay.
I think it may be because you sit forward, and I think it starts to mess it up or something.
I can
don't know.
see Robbie now, the rain is gone.
Janice said she went into a deep sleep. Where is it? Says I must have went into a deep sleep this afternoon because I thought it was Monday morning. I was wondering why you were asking why a stream was on so early. Let's see. And Holly says it's because they've been watching 14,000 podcasts. Well, we appreciate both of you stopping here and watching. Let's see.
You mentioned before that you were wearing your jammies from the waist down. I'm wearing my jeans. I think I've got some crushed jewels.
You got the belt on too tight, huh?
He's doing the locking nut.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah,
This is great.
slamming my nuts.
Oh man, looks like we've got 27 people watching right now, and I've got 18 thumbs up. Give me some more thumbs up if you would. It helps out on the stream. Janice says, I thought it was getting light, but it's getting dark. Holly Lewis thinks that you're just pulling our legs there, MPN.
I haven't changed anything, I swear. I
Not
don't
even
know
your
what's going
underwear?
on.
Yeah, Ryan says you have a helium tank leaking in your room. You might better check that.
Man, I want to cook up some chipmunk now.
Holly Lewis says she has a question, Ryan. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Ryan Hall?
To any of us, no?
She has followed up a question with what part of the Marshall plexi is the plexiglass? Trev is going to
It's the
point to it.
face. That was the name just from the face where all the photometers come
Gold.
to the knob come off.
Yep.
They made that out. That's why it's called a plexi, because of that part of the amp they used, in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of stepped down to any kind of Marshall head that was like all tube, with an all tube preamp that actually no effect at all. So that's really they refer to that as plexi, but the actual name came out of that faceplate that they first did.
I didn't know. I don't know what happened to your R2, R3. So you
were
should
there
be
and you were
back.
gone.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. You guys
Okay.
hear me?
All right. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't know what happened. You just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
I think you were underneath MPN, and that helium must have floated you out of the chat.
What? It
I'm
went
gonna
away.
actually restart my system.
Okay.
It went away.
MPN, he's trying to figure out why he sounds like a chipmunk. I mean, I can.
Purposefully do that to sound like a chipmunk if I want to, but he doesn't know why it's doing it on his end.
Yeah, that's wild.
An act of God, I think.
Let's see. Rob Blackmore says, "What year did these Kramer Berettas that Ryan, Johnny, and I have come out?" I don't know.
Last year? Wasn't that just last
I
year?
think they've been out for a little while. I just, had my attention pulled to them when Johnny, the one video that Johnny did where he was playing that 5150 Iconic amp with the blue one, I think. I was like, man, that thing sounds great. Holly says, Robbie is breaking up. Can someone repeat what he is saying, please? I don't think we know what he was saying. I can certainly hear him sanding.
Well, you guys heard my explanation of the plexi faceplate, right?
Maybe that's what she's talking about. Try that again.
Okay. The name plexi comes from the faceplate on the Marshall amp. They made those out of plexiglass to begin with, before they went to like the brushed steel. So where all the photometers are attached to an outdoor to adjust them. But it soon became associated with any Marshall amp that was all tubes preamp and no effect. And those were referred to as plexi before the GCM 800 came out.
So Robbie was breaking up again. So he said that the front plate that you see behind Trev, where all of his knobs are on the Marshall, that plate was made of plexiglass. And Robbie said something about it was only on the tube amps, the early JMP 100s, super leads. Is that correct, Robbie?
No, it was the name, if you can hear me, the name plexi got associated with any Marshall amp that had no solid state preamp.
No Marshall that had no solid state preamp. It was all tube.
Right, and then that name stopped when it came out with the JCM 800.
Okay, and then they stopped using plexi when they came out with the JCM 800, is what he said. Okay. MPN is excited. Yep, maybe. Ryan Hall says, thank goodness R2R3 does have his right voice. Thank God R2R3 has his right voice.
Yeah.
Okay, Holly, I think we got that answered.
Happy I'm not a chipmunk.
ET5150, welcome into the channel. Glad to have you here. Let's see, sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher. Yep. I think that it's something to do with the bandwidth or his phone compressing. I don't know. The gold. Yes.
Yes.
Was it clear? I believe that it was, and then it was printed on the back, or was it right on the front? Do you know, Trev?
Don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
It probably makes sense to put it on the back because then it wouldn't get scratched and scuffed. It would, you could just
You would think.
off
Yep.
your plexi and you're shiny again.
Yep. All right, we're up to 21 thumbs up. We got 26 watching.
Rock and roll.
I think this is the most I've had in a stream, so thank you guys for coming and hanging out, just watching us, just act up and be silly.
Sit around and goof off.
26 watching, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
R2
Yeah.
is low now for me.
I wonder if
I hear him, but he's quiet.
Who's that? Me?
Yeah, you switched to your buds, I hear.
Yeah, my AirPods ran out of battery.
yeah, we can hear you, MPN 5150. Let's see. I think that you remember that to get in, you have to ring the doorbell. So, oh, there he is. Okay, now it's official. We can bring you in.
You bring pizza.
There we go.
Yay! I'm back.
All right.
Welcome back. What was the issue? Just a reboot?
Yeah, I
Call
just
it
restarted the
Saturday.
machine.
That's kind of strange.
And now any extraneous programs that may have been running are now not running. So,
Okay. Yeah.
which
you sound-
I'm pretty Nazi like in keeping my programs closed when I'm not using them.
Mhm.
The only thing I really keep open is Ableton, in case I want to record something on the fly. You know.
Well, now you
Streaming
sound normal,
software
so
is
we'll get that again.
this thing is resource heavy, and there was a click in the settings for use hardware acceleration, but I have to restart the thing to have that happen.
Okay.
Utilize the GPU.
Where did you see that?
Oh, that's on my this is my OBS.
Gotcha.
The
Gotcha.
OBS
Gotcha.
I use many cams.
Gotcha. Well, we can't hear Robbie talking, but we can hear his sanding just as clear as can be.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Get back to
But
the
we
chat.
can't hear him standing when you're playing, Ryan. So just saying.
Right? Holly Lewis says, thanks for being a translator. Janice says she's not going to make a blues jam. Let's see. Super chats for a new phone for Robbie. Do I have super chats in my channel? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not yet. I got to
Not
get
yet.
1,000 subscribers.
1,000
So
subs.
tell your friends, give a thumbs up, like and subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Sounds
We
good.
gotta do something about that. Robbie, too close to the
I
mic,
like
man.
this one. Can you play us an original piece
Robbie-
on your new guitar, Ryan?
Robbie, we're going to
Says
mute you
Mr.
for
Nick.
just a bit. And then if you need to say something, just do
Or
like that. And
Stand
we'll-
away from the microphone. Turn your body maybe.
No, he's good. He can stand away. He just, once he waves, we'll unmute him.
Oh,
ET5150 is saying, hey, Patty. Mr. Mick, can you play us an original piece on your new guitar? Sure. It's in drop D, so it'll be something kind of heavy. Let's see. Let me turn my main mic. There you go. Next time I'll
Right
remember
on.
to spotlight and turn the guitar camera on. Hopefully that doesn't compress after I start playing. Did that come through okay the whole time?
Sounds good.
your
Awesome.
usual animated self for sure.
Let's see. Welcome back to normalcy. Oh, I guess for muting the sanding.
I still hear him. I don't know. Maybe you muted him for the output.
Yeah, I hear him too.
Still hear him in the,
Oh, everybody still hears him? Okay, maybe
I don't know about the chat.
That's what I don't
You do.
understand.
You got to use duct tape with this
affecting the broadcast, it says. Do you guys hear him in the chat? Can you hear Robbie right now? Say something, Robbie.
Yeah,
No, I think he's muted on the way out, but he's still here in our, what do they call it?
I can't hear him.
Oh, I can hear him.
I can't hear him. Do you hear him in the chat? Yeah, the chat doesn't hear him.
No.
So
It's weird.
yeah. Okay, you
So
should
you're
be
hearing
back.
what's going out, but we're hearing what's going on in the whole green room regardless.
I got you. I wonder.
We just have to get him to sand in rhythm to what you're playing.
How about now? Can you hear him now?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me try something here. Okay, can you hear him now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wow. Interesting. I don't know. Like I said, first time with this software, so I got some kinks to figure out. Graphite and Scar says Robbie needs a woodchuck and a beaver. His toolkit would be complete. Sounds like beginning to that Hendrix song already experienced. Robbie Sanders.
Yeah.
Ryan Hall says, Robbie Stingle, we love you, brother, and sand away. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. Can you play you for us? Not really set up to do that. Could probably get that set up for a future stream. I hear MeWise Magic in it. That is because that is very similar to the chords that he plays. Let's see. Of course, it's not a drop D. So it's a similar chord, so that's a pretty good ear, ET5150. Sounds awesome. Oh, thank you. Let's see. The hand, yeah, Holly, the hand cam, sorry. I'm supposed to show you when I'm painting a happy little chord. You all might be wondering why I keep doing that when Holly comments on something. She commented on one of my videos that I was the Bob Ross of guitar. I guess the way that I talk during the videos, doing the trans trim videos and whatnot. So that's just a little joke between me and Holly. Now everybody. Sound freaking awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Nope, don't hear Robbie. I hear him sanding away now. Janice says sounds great. Robbie, Janice says your sanding sounds great. So
Oh man.
Trev has super hearing powers. Yeah, because the chat couldn't hear him before. You know, when I take him and I do that,
yeah,
it mutes him to everybody. It mutes him to me as well. So you might need to click on his little thing in the green room.
I've looked everywhere for it. It's not
You can't
there.
see it?
But we're hearing the whole what's on stage. But you are hearing what's on its way out, and you're in control of individualizing the sound.
Yeah. So I'm sorry that you guys have to continue to listen to Robbie sanding and I don't.
If it's only us that can hear it, then it doesn't matter.
Well, we see that you're solving the problem right now, pouring yourself a shot. Cheers, brother.
I thought you were going to save that shot for later and just tug it right out of the bottle.
We need the chug emojis in the chat. Let's get the chug emojis. Let's see. Rob Blackmore says he doesn't hear Robbie. Patty says great sounding guitar. Thank you, Patty. Let's see. Glad I'm not wearing earbuds. Yep. that's, I wouldn't want to wear earbuds with my guitar playing either, Janice. Very cool. Thank you. You're welcome. Stephen Franklin is agreeing. My voice has Bob Ross in it. Okay, we'll just have a happy little stream here today. We're going to have different videos, screens up on the screen here with different guitar players. And we're just going to have a good, happy time tonight.
Happy, joy.
There you go, Graphite cigars.
Let's see. Every time we hear Robbie sanding, Trev should take a shot.
Pretty constant.
Oh my God.
He'd be done with that bottle quick, wouldn't he? Rob Blackmore, sounds awesome. Thank you, dude. Mr. Mick is sharing a shot or 4 with you there, Trev. So,
Right on.
yes, a happy little tree lives right over here. So,
Time to lay it down. Interesting.
we could do that. Like I said, this guitar is a little awkward the way I have to hold it in a chair, so I may have to scoot back and adjust a little bit. Get my strap back on there. All right, so I said that I would remember to
Do the crotch shot.
turn that on. Yeah, the crotch shot. You can see my pajamas under there, probably. I lost my... Let's see, there we go. I'm not in drop D anymore. I know I don't play that right. I think it's supposed to go something like... Something like that, right?
Sounds good, brother. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
man.
Oh, there's Robbie waving.
That boy's good.
Must have blew out his speaker. All right, let's get him turned back on here. All right,
Hello?
Robbie. Hey, we can hear you.
There's the there's my patch for that horrible Gibson sized 3-way.
Oh, wow. Man, you're really
Got
moving
it all
along.
sanded smooth. Starting to break into the primer here.
Mm-hmm. What do you do? Put a little Bondo over that?
Well, I've got some wood filler that I'll use,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like wicked tight too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd like to get it so I don't have to use anything, but
Yep.
I'll use a little bit, and I'll sand it out with 220 when it's ready to go paint.
Very nice. Making good progress. A lot more progress than I thought you would sitting here on a stream.
Yeah, and I got those 8 horrible holes filled.
Wow. Man, Robbie is
Cool.
just busting it out, moving right
That
along.
explains the sound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's putting all that elbow grease in there.
And I'm gonna just start whittling this this wood, so
Robbie,
I won't be standing for a while.
we just saw you finger your hole.
All right. Special time, one time only.
Clip it.
You ready, R2? You ready, R2?
Oh
Don't
no.
clip this.
Oh no.
Don't clip
this,
that.
R2. Don't clip that.
Hang on, I've got I've got a call coming in here.
Hello, you're on the air.
No.
This is like old time, you know, the guy sat on the porch whittling.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah, afternoon.
All right. Where were we? Let me get back to the chat here. Let's see. Ryan says Robbie Stingle wants back on. Yeah, we saw him there. Let's see. Kurt rocks. I would love to be on the show sometime. I have some cool collectibles kicking around here and some stories to give you some content. That's awesome, man. In the description, I have an email address. Just send me an email, and I will email you a link for the next show or whatever show that what you've got will fit into. So yeah, like I said, anytime anybody in the chat wants to come on, this is kind of an open platform. You know, come in, share what you got, play some riffs, show your guitars, show your collectibles, whatever you want to do.
And if your email handle is different than your username on YouTube, maybe include your username so that we can put the two and two together.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, just shoot me an email. Like I said, that's in the description. It's OU812, like they spell it on the album, and YT for YouTube, at gmail.com. So, yeah, just let me know. Anybody who wants to come on. Let's see. Mike Olson is asking, how do you like the feel and sound of the new V8 Shark? The feel is great. The action is really, really good. Straight off the rack. Like I said, this was a used guitar. So somebody may have done some setup on it. I don't know. But I have played others of these that I didn't really bond with. This one I did. The pickups sound obviously you've heard what the pickups sound like. The feel of it, I didn't know how I would like the stripes on the back of this, because you certainly can feel it a little bit, but once you're playing and you're moving around, it's smooth as silk. Yeah. So unless you're just like really kind of feeling for it, yeah, it feels fine. I don't have any issue with it. The neck shape, I didn't really notice anything unusual with the neck shape, so I guess the neck shape would be fine. It's almost like not quite a full C, maybe like a very thin C, maybe a U. No, not a U. Yeah, just a very thin C, I would say.
Like a D?
Yeah, maybe a small D. No, that's nice. Feels good. Feels really nice. Janice is correcting me about my guitar playing. She says, no, the sanding. I knew that's what you meant, Janice. I was just messing around. Let's see. By the way, hi, everyone. Janice says hi to everyone. Hello. Let's see. Ryan, who's your favorite Aussie guitarist?
Rhodes.
Yeah, I would probably say Randy Rhodes.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who it was when I heard Crazy Train.
Can I say Tony Iommi?
Sure, you can. That was with Black Sabbath, though, right?
The original.
But when I heard Crazy Train, you know, when I was in high school, I was like, man, that is just freaking awesome. So I would say Randy Rhodes.
From the Randy era, my quintessential is The Diary of a Madman. I really dig that. But there's something to Jakey Lee and his Bark at the Moon. I mean, that's a good little foot tapper, man.
Yeah, I was watching something with Jake trying to show how he plays the intro to that song, and I just briefly tried to do something with it. I was like, no, I can't do that. What is it? Yeah, I just can't get that. Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to practice on that for quite a bit to get that. Holly Lewis has to split. See you, Holly.
Bye, Holly.
This great hang. You guys rock.
Hi, Holly.
Thanks for stopping in, Holly. We'll see you. Of course, she's probably been gone for about 5 minutes. I'm so behind in the chat.
Well, you know, all of Ozzy's music that he came out solo was pretty big stuff. They did, like, you know, whether it's J.P. Lee or it's, you know, Jeff Wheeland, they're both kicking butt, you know.
I don't know what is up with your microphone, man. It's just not doing too good.
It's weird how it picks up the sounding like on point, and then he tries talking and it's garbled.
Maybe you need to talk in a higher pitched voice, Robbie. And see what it.
Didn't Johnny send you some AirPods or headphones or something?
No, they're not here yet.
I wonder if it's the volume, the projection of your voice. Maybe purposefully try to talk just a touch louder than you have been. See if that helps.
I think everything that Ozzy did was good.
I always
heard him
wish
perfectly
that
there.
I wish that Brad Gillis would have been able to do more with him, except for the one
Whether it
live
was
album.
J.P. Lee or Jeff Wheeland, it was still some kick butt music.
Nobody's going to take Zach Wild.
Yep. Nah.
Well, when I knew him, it was Jeff Wheeland.
You're right. Mike Olson says, "How about that brass nut?"
Yeah.
Slamming brass nuts.
That brass nut?
It's pretty. It looks taller than it should be.
It's a little chapped.
Yeah. Got to keep the chapstick in there. I don't know.
So you use chapstick, not the what do they call it? Nut sauce?
No, I seriously use just generic Kroger brand chapstick.
Yeah, I just use I grab a number 2 pencil, graphite.
Yeah, I've done that before. The chapstick seems to work. I mean, it's cheap, and during string changes, I just put a little bit in the grooves and then wipe off the extra, slap the strings down in there. Seems to work pretty well. Of course, this one doesn't have a tremolo on it, so it's just the bends that it helps with.
How's the string angle on that? The string pull? It was pretty straight, right?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's on an angle too. That's good. The headstock's on an angle. Nice. That's a plus.
Yeah, I've been happy with it so far.
Nice.
So
Congratulations.
Now,
thank you.
Is that basically the same shape as the Destroyer with the cutouts, or is it a different iteration somewhat?
I think it's a pretty close facsimile.
Right. So it should fit like an Explorer. I don't understand why you're having a hard time with it on your lap.
Just because it's a little awkward sitting here with this shaped guitar. I've got an armrest on the chair.
Oh, you still got the rest? Okay, yeah.
So this portion keeps hitting the armrest,
Yeah.
and it's throwing it off of my normal angle.
I took mine off.
Yeah, I need to do that probably. You might hear it.
You can borrow Robbie's saw and saw that horn off.
You hear this pop from time to time. That's my armrest moving as the guitar hits against it. So
I
let me catch up. Let's see.
That's a bone saw, man. I'm afraid to come visit you.
Coping saw. Universal.
Don't worry. The automatic weapons are more fearsome.
Mr. Mick is asking if you could only keep one guitar, which one would you keep? How about you, Trev?
Oh, it's gonna
The
be
next
this
one.
This, out of my collection, this is my precious.
That is your Epiphone Explorer.
Yeah.
How about you, Robbie?
Grail.
All right. How about you, R2, R3?
What's that? What would be my
If you could only keep one guitar, which one would you keep?
My 91 Jackson Rhodes.
That was a
Very
pretty
nice.
sweet guitar, man.
Because it just feels like home.
Mm-hmm. How about you, MPN?
I would keep my 03 Gem 7 VWH.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I would keep my Steinberger GL2T.
I knew you were going to say that.
I mean,
It can do just about everything the other ones can and
it can
more.
do everything the other ones can. You know, I could drop D, you know, with the tuners on it. It wouldn't stay in you know,
Now,
transposing, but
Do you ever catch yourself going up to the headstock to try to tune and then realize there's no...
no. It's funny though when I've got the little I've got two sitting here. I've got little clamp on tuners, you know. I usually will keep one on an acoustic guitar, and then I've got the Polytune clamp. And it's funny when I go to tune the Steinberger, you know, I go to clamp it on like I normally do. I'm like, oh yeah. So I have to really clamp it on to like the little ball end nut. It goes on there, but I always forget I don't have a headstock to clamp that on there with. Yep. So yeah, that's the ones I would keep. What about you, Mr. Mick? If you could only keep one of your guitars, what would you keep? Let's see.
Or graphite.
Kurt Rocks is out of here. Early Leafs game today.
DC 127.
Email. All right, we'll look for that, Kurt. Of course, he's probably been gone for about 7 minutes now too. I'm so far behind. Graphite and Guitar says Symmetry. Actually, you cannot. Iommi was not Ozzy's guitar player. Ozzy was Iommi's singer. There you go. Kurt says Bark the Moon was incredible. Steve from Boston nails Jake E. Lee. I haven't heard him do that. Stephen Franklin says I had a lot of respect for Brad Gillis for how he had to learn all the tunes.
Yeah.
ET5150 prefers Jake over Randy or Zach. Mike Olson says, yep, that brass nut. Lizard Spit is the best stuff. I think we had that conversation. I thought he was kidding, but there's actually a
there is a
Lizard Spit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stephen Franklin uses Crisco as he's frying his chicken. He just puts a little Crisco on the nut. Go down to your local welding shop, says William De Silva, and buy a couple 3/8-inch graphite rods, and you'll have enough nut lube to last the rest of your life. There we go. Let's see. Gibson Explorer riding on my leg. Yeah, Ryan, it's kind of strange. Congrats on the shark. Thank you. Graphite and Cigars, can I keep a guitar too? What would you keep?
It's
out
coming.
of your collection, Graphite.
It's coming, and I got a picture.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Mike says if he had one to keep, it would be his Ernie Ball Music Man Axis.
Okay,
Out
so
of
the
the
stair springs,
800 that he has.
We want to pick this one.
He says Carvin DC 127.
Here, I'm trying to share it to you. See how this works the same as StreamYard.
Yep. There she goes.
Is that the one, Graphite? That's beautiful, man.
Carvin DC 127. Very nice. And there it goes. Mr. Mick says that he would keep his EVH black and white guitar. Does it all for me. Yeah, cool. Janice would keep her Court Strat. And Guitar Man 45, who I don't think we've said hello to. Welcome in, Guitar Man 45. Says Graphite and Cigars. I have a couple DC 127s. Cool.
Next Saturday, man. I want to see that next Saturday, the next Water Buffalo meeting. Better dig it out, Bo.
Did we lose R2, R3?
I think he's turned his camera off and his mic off, but still see his sweat.
He'll likely be back in a minute. All right. Let's see. Graphite and Cigar says that is a maple neck through. Mine is all
Koa.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's check in with Robbie. See what kind of progress he's got going on.
Right on.
He's just sawing away. Looks like you're sawing your thumb off there. Are you okay there, Robbie?
Oh yeah, I took that plug out, and I'm gonna cut it so it's easier to, to cut from the back, so because the rest can go through. But I'll probably move the location anyway through the switch. But just in case, if I'm gonna put it there, I want it to be somewhere near the same depth on the inside of the valve.
Gotcha. All right. I think that we have. Yep, there he is.
Pizza.
R2, R3 is back.
Sorry, guys.
No, no
It sounds
worries.
better now.
My boss was texting me, so I had to just respond.
Oh, speaking of which, that was my wife that was calling. I told her I couldn't answer. Let me double check, see if she messaged me here.
Yeah, I think she texted or messaged in the chat here.
So yeah, you got to go to YouTube if you want to talk to me. No, I guess she wasn't that important. All right. So what else is going on later? We've got Johnny Bean. We got his guitar ASMR show later tonight. I think he goes on. Is it 11 Eastern?
Yeah.
So that
it's
would
late,
be 8
late on
Pacific.
Sunday.
Yeah.
And
So-
Ben Coombs is doing his Sunday hang with a fella named River Dogs, who I've seen in the chats. Took a peek at his channel, and it looks like he's one of us. Definitely cut from the same cloth, gonna fit right in. So.
Yeah, cool. Do you happen to have a link so that anybody that doesn't know about Ben Coombs
I
can
can come up with one pretty quick.
can go check him out?
Okay.
Ben is from Toronto, correct?
Toronto area, yeah.
Yeah, so he has a stream. He's also a mod on Pete Thorne's channel, I believe. So yeah, if you have not checked out Ben Coombs, go over and give him a watch. Trev will have a link here in the chat.
Metalhead Hippie's doing a two-for me tonight.
Oh yeah?
Nice.
He's doing She Walks with Angels and Wild Horses.
Sweet.
All right, Robbie. I will be there because I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'll be up late.
I do have to work tomorrow, so it's going to be the same for me, Mr. Franklin.
It's a bank holiday
There
here
it is.
tomorrow. But we
Usually
call it
fighting my
family.
eyelids for Johnny's show. That was me
Holiday.
last night. Saturday, I was trying to watch Johnny's show, and I had my iPad in bed, and I conked out. I was done. That's why you guys didn't see me in the chat. I was watching some of the the replay today.
Yeah,
and he was
congratulations,
talking,
man.
He's talking about I was a top chatter.
You're
so-
top chat, yeah.
Yeah. He seems to think that it's me promoting myself, but it's a bunch of the chugging emojis and
That's all right,
excuse
man.
me, all
Gotta
that
get
good
you
stuff.
up. Gotta get you up to the 500 sub celebration.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Look at
So-
it this way, man. I made the list, and there's 2 days a week that I'm not even on
You're
it.
not even in the chat, yeah. So, but yeah, Stephen, that was me as well. I was fighting my eyelids, and I just conked out. I couldn't stay awake for the show. So there we have a link to Ben's show. It's in an hour and 15. So if you guys haven't checked out Ben Coombs, is it Coombs or Combs?
Coombs,
Coombs,
like catacombs.
Catacombs. So definitely check Ben out.
And if you go to Ben's channel, go back like 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to see how handsome this guy looked.
Right?
Yep.
I'll let everybody else be the judge of it. So.
I'm just messing around.
Janice is agreeing with me. I say, don't bother me. I'm watching YouTube. Anytime anybody's trying to call you. Hey, Janice. All right. You guys have anything else? I think we've gone for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
40
It's
minutes.
been
Right
a
on,
long
man.
streak today. So,
Thanks for
Yeah,
hanging with us,
good
everyone.
time.
yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Still got 22 in the stream. Thank everybody for stopping in and actually hanging out. All the
Martin
thumbs up.
from
I've got
L&M
24
Guitar Corner
thumbs up.
just showed up.
Awesome. Who? What?
L&M Guitar Corner is probably Martin, and it just showed up to say hi.
Oh, cool, man.
Right on, bro. Said he fell asleep watching
Oh, there it is.
Laz's stream, so he just woke up. No, I'm just kidding.
No, welcome in, dude. We're doing well. We've had a fun time today on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, listening to Robbie Sand and listening to him.
Ben sounded like he was a chipmunk.
Yeah, that was funny. We thought you had that on, and
You were sounding like that on purpose.
No, I wish I had that.
oh
Like,
man,
that's awesome, man.
And every time you laughed, it was like, hee hee hee.
it was so funny. That was classic. So, yeah, we had a good time. We had a good
I'll watch
time.
the replay.
Hit
That'll
Metalwork
be
says it was a
fun.
blast. Thanks for coming in and stopping. Steve Franklin gives a thumbs up. Everybody thumbs up. I really appreciate all you guys kind of hanging out with me on these. I think I'm going to do a regular and call it Trans Trim Thursday, and then do a regular Sunday show. So
Right on, man.
Cool.
tell your friends.
Cool.
Everybody keep coming back. Again, anybody that wants to come in, share your guitars, show off your stuff, show off a couple of riffs that you got, anything you're practicing on. There is an email address in the description of the live
I
for
wonder if
today.
I could post that.
Just send me an email, and we'll get you a link to the next show or whatever show that it's going to fit in with what you want to do. And yeah, we'll have you on and introduce you to everybody. And yeah,
Oh, there it
what
is.
happened to Jay from the JB show? Do you know R2 R3?
Jay Hannon. He has a show called Under the
Under
Bus.
the Bus.
Under the Bus Network.
Okay. So he's obviously still around. Just called
He's
Under
still
the
around.
Bus.
Under the Bus with Kurt 5150.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Caleb.
L&M Guitar Corner says, no, I had a friend visit me. Well, tell your friend about my show. Have him come, like and subscribe, give a thumbs up. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll share what I'm going to do next time I come on, Ryan, if you have me on again, if you invite me again.
I don't know. You're pushing it, dude.
Yeah, man, I know. But
No, of course. You're
what I'll
welcome
do
anytime.
is I'll do a video, I'll do a short, spread it out to the people that watch my channel and watch my live stream show. Bring them on over here.
Awesome.
Get you some more subs, man. There's more people that are in the community that are in here, that are in there, that we got to bring over here.
All right, cool.
We'll make it grow, man.
Awesome. Very awesome. Graphite and Cigar is always a good time hanging out with you as well. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. I think you were here early on and stayed through the whole thing. I don't know how you managed that.
Right.
Let's see. Janice says she's going to be losing her spot on Johnny's show as the number 2 chatter, I guess. I'm pretty sure I'll probably lose my spot as number 1 since he's brought it to everybody's
I think
attention.
was Janet. Yeah, I think Janice was number 2.
Number 2.
Let me look at my records here. I took a screenshot of it. Yeah, let's see.
No, R2, don't clip this.
There we go. There's the numbers right there.
Awesome. Yeah, I jokingly said something to him on that stream. I said, hey, what did I win? You know, I didn't. And he came back and he says, yeah, we'll figure out a prize. I was like, I didn't know that was a prize. I thought he was just saying I was, the...
Yeah, and I'm like, you want a music man, but we
Yeah. Thanks for teasing me on that. Steve Franklin, you get a camera? Come on, dude. There's the email address, OU812YT for
Steve
YouTube
Franklin's coming on? All right,
at
come on out.
gmail.com. So just send me an email. And the reason for that is just so that I know what your YouTube name is and so forth, and I can easily get you a link to jump in the next chat. I don't know if I'll still continue to have this software. There were a lot of glitches, a lot of things
Come on, I
that
just
I
got used
saw
to it.
that I didn't like.
Yeah.
So I may not. I may go back to StreamYard and just buck up and pay the actual cost for the one that I want. So we'll see.
That's why we got to get you more subs so we can do some super chats.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's get it going. Everybody in the chat, tell your friends if you enjoyed hanging out, have them come over. Let's see. I did that to somebody a half hour ago. I'm not sure what you did, Janice.
Oh, hey now.
And a little TMI in the channel there, Janice.
Oh, man.
Graphite Cigars says Robbie is a machine. He's almost wove an entire Navajo blanket this episode.
Right.
He is moving, man. He is moving. Ryan Hall says had to step out for a bit, but he's back. Welcome back. We were just about on our way out, just kind of catching up with everybody in the chat here.
Winding up. Got an hour
So-
for snacks and then Ben Coombs.
Yeah,
Then
sounds good to
more
me.
snacks and then Johnny Bean.
How does that? What is that one song I'm trying to think of?
Down on my knees again.
Outshined.
Is that how that goes?
Yeah.
It's pretty close enough for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great song.
So, I think what I'd actually like to do on this channel too is come up with like a riff and just have somebody out there that, you know, can put like a drum track to it. And then, you know, we end up writing a song across the internet and the YouTube streams. And I guess you could run into some issues with, okay, who owns the rights to the song now? Who actually wrote it?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. But I don't know. That'd be cool just to.
What I wanted to do on my channel, I think it's been done before, is just come up with a just a simple basic riff,
Mm-hmm.
and me jamming over something, doing something with it, whether it be a fill or a lead or solo, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then handing the pick off
Right.
to the next person for them to pick up and then
And
carry
to see
it on,
what they do with it. Yeah.
bring it on.
That's a cool little twist on it. I mean, you got Ola England with his Ola, Swola riff of the week.
Right.
Where he does like a backing track, he plays his little bit over it, and then he puts the backing track out there for other people to do
Yeah.
whatever the hell they want with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Cool thing.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I mean, you know, I've got riffs that I've been working on, and you know, I could put them out there and just see what somebody could do with them. Like,
I think
Yeah, like that. Yeah. There you go. There you go. And then pass the pick. Pass the pick. There you go.
Now, the thing is, when you mentioned drums, I had an image in my head of Laz at his little drum kit with the
Oh,
bird
jeez.
no.
laying down from beach here to track.
do it,
The Donner
Do it.
Party.
do it, do it, do it, do it. That was hilarious. I got to give it to Johnny and Laz on that one. That was just classic. I wish somebody would have clipped that. Well, I guess we can go watch it again and clip it.
Yep, it's there
That's
forever
cool.
now. You can watch it.
All right, let's catch up in the chat, and then I think that'll be about it.
Mike Olson.
Wrapping up.
Janice Lala is always busy on YouTube. Doesn't have time for anybody else. Is that what you're saying, Janice?
All their time is with everybody else. You see
We gotta
that?
we gotta get Mike Olson back. I don't think he showed us all his guitars.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting out here. Got to go. See you, Mike. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, we'll have you back
Easy,
on.
Mike.
See ya. And Ryan Hall says, "Do it,
See
do
you
it,
guys.
do it."
Super easy. Send an email.
All right.
Who's
Once
your
again,
handle?
thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate all the support so far. 205 subscribers, 21 still watching now, 25 thumbs up. So thank you everybody.
Right on.
See everybody on the next show. So
Cool.
we'll catch you. Yep. Just send me an email, ou812yt@gmail.com if you'd like to join in, and we'll get you on. So until next time, see ya.
Peace out.
Peace.